Heck yes. Live again. Alright, just let me continue to set up. Just finish setting up here. So just share my stream URL with Discord. Okay, almost there. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, chat seems to be working. That's good. Hello, Alex. Hello, Retro. Cool. Well, let's hope it doesn't break on us. Okay, let's continue the save. Oh, why are we staring at the ceiling? Alright, so last time we're on our way to Eden's Garden Academy. We got stopped. Well, we're in the train and then we got like sort of kidnapped, thrown into this pretty looking academy. And now there's some random guy on this like speakerphone that wants us to investigate this murder and is saying that it's in our best interest. So yeah, jazz music activate, and let's continue. Also, I'm using new headphones. Please tell me how the sound is.
Oh boy.
Did you catch a look on Kai's face before he ran away? Dude was about to puke.
Yeah.
Guess the whole thing got the better of him.
For real?
Yeah, it's a really gruesome sight. I swear on my dragster that I've never seen anything like it.
You get me?
I mean, I don't make a habit of running into dead bodies, but still, you know.
I know.
At the end of the day, it's just some puppet. It can't be any worse than a Halloween decoration.
Huh?
Or have you been trick-or-treating? Wolf Creek Crater? A discovery like this would traumatize anyone. Well, almost anyone. I'm fairly thick-skinned. He's clearly not in the right headspace for an investigation. I should just ignore him. Hello, Luke. Just in time for dinner? Well, don't worry. This stream is gonna go on for a couple more hours, I assume. So this is based on a real case? I barely know the girl and yet I feel horrible. I've had my fair share of grievances, but nothing like what she would endure. I'd do anything to get back to my ship, even if I had to live through a never-ending storm. Jean seems to miss being out at sea. Guess I can't blame him. I want to be anywhere but here right now.
I just want to go home.
I can't believe this is happening. It's just a dummy. It'll all be fine. He's clearly having a moment, not something I want to deal with right now. Ulysses was scribbling something down in his notebook.
I must take note of this.
Curious. Corporate television can barely create convincing corpses. So how does one wind up here?
Huh?
What does that mean? He finished what he was writing and lowered the book from his face.
According to my notes.
You see, convincingly realistic mannequins like this one are real, but rare. It's cheaper, albeit clunkier, to create a body using special effects, but that's obviously not the case here. Somehow we have a mannequin indistinguishable from a real human. Our captors must not be tied on money.
Yes.
They could produce an amazing TV show, certainly. Okay, so far they seem to be implying that this is a sort of TV show, like some sort of extreme TV show. Very relevant with Squid Game having come out lately. Mark, how are you doing?
Hi.
Hey, are you investigating? I'll take that as a no. Alright. Body. Our captors gave us a lot of information about this victim. To your credit, what's written on the tablet seems accurate, but I should inspect the body just in case. I mean, it's just a doll, Damon. Stop hesitating. The doll was slumped against the door, her torso soaked in blood. Parts of his shirt had been ripped open, exposing bits of bloody, indiscernible pulp. I quickly took a step back, trying to control my breathing to avoid throwing up. Isn't that wonderful? Oopsie. Well, it's not great, but this is just a doll, so there's no reason to be afraid of the doll. Alright, bloody knife. A bloody knife lay next to the victim. It's safe to say that this must be the murder weapon. Oh, we get truth bullets. Bloody knife has been added to the truth bullet section of your trinket. You see where? There's the truth bullets. It's where the autopsy report essentially and the bloody knife. Okay. What about this assault rifle? The initial sight of the doll shocked me so much I completely overlooked this rifle. Inspecting it now, I realized something. If the victim was stabbed, why was the rifle near her body? That rifle, you just step back a bit? I'm curious about something.
No.
What? No, I'm... before I could finish my sentence, Jean walked over to where I was and picked up the gun.
Hey.
Hey, you're messing with the crime scene. Ignoring me, he released the magazine of the gun with surprising ease. From the top of the magazine protruded a loaded bullet.
I see.
That's interesting. This rifle hasn't even been used. Definitely a dangerous thing to have around. I'll put it down and guard it so nobody gets any smart ideas. Better than him holding it. Damn, a loaded gun. What's going on in the killer's head? Why bring a gun to the crime scene and not even use it? Unless that gun was purely for intimidation. It's not very logical, but it'd be a twisted game to play with the victim. What if the victim was using it? Okay. We've already examined the body. Oh, yeah, hands. I love hands. That's why I'm playing this video game right now, actually. Her hands were surprisingly clean, all things considered. There were no other marks or injuries apart from her nails. It looked like there was dried blood underneath them. Why was there blood under her nails but not on the rest of her hand? Victim's hands has been added to the truth bullet section of your trinket. Alright. Anything? Yeah, her other hands are the same. The girl has been stabbed repeatedly. I don't need a tablet to know that. However, her cause of death, you'd think it was a stab to the heart or something, but the tablet claimed blood loss. Taking a closer look at the wounds, they didn't seem excessively deep. At least not deep enough to pierce her heart. She died from blood loss. What does that say about the killer? They probably could have killed her quickly if they wanted. Did they want her to suffer a slow death? Damn, this is messed up. That seemed to be all the evidence. Nothing else was catching my eye. I should check the inside of the closet now. Agreed. Yes. Alright. There's the other people. Like the rest of the building, the inside of the closet was old and dilapidated. It was the last place I'd want to dig through, but I had to gather as much evidence as possible. Otherwise, I won't be able to present a strong argument. It's kind of interesting that that's what is on his mind. I mean, I suppose it makes sense with him being the ultimate debater. Because for him, this has no stakes. Like, he obviously doesn't know about Danganronpa. Okay. Ava, what do you have to say? There might be more clues around here. I'm going to check this entire closet for evidence. No thanks. A person like her is probably more likely to cause a murder, not solve one. Alright, have fun with that. Who would want to throw up with such a nice view? Alex, never change. Alright.
It's for the best.
We must make every effort to examine the crime scene as thoroughly as possible. Not for the sake of entertaining the people who kidnapped us, but for the sake of the victim. After all, this was based on a real murder, was it not? That was what the tablet said. I'm still skeptical about the validity of that statement. Aw. Gamer girl time. Hey, check out what's behind this door! Saying that, she stepped away from the corner.
Right.
It's a ladder. Doesn't seem like there's anything strange about it. Why was this brought to my attention again?
Dude, not cool.
I'm disappointed in you.
Huh?
Huh?
So hackneyed.
You call that thing a ladder? It's so obviously a stepladder. Yes, Ace Attorney reference.
Seriously?
Aren't they practically the same thing?
Pardon me.
I have to agree with Miss Amber. Everyone knows an ace investigator must record his evidence as accurately as possible. That's certainly what the victim would want. A guy that doesn't get my preferences is no fun to be around. I'm gonna check on the peeps outside. Smell you later, lawyer man. Is it already out of here? Did she even investigate anything besides that stupid ladder? That ladder, Damon. That ladder. Okay, I guess Damon really doesn't care about the ladder. It's a bucket. Pretty typical thing to find inside a janitor's closet. But why is it randomly lying here? There's nothing inside it, except... What is the smell? It smells like bleach. Oh yeah. Shelf. The shelf was packed with an assortment of towels. I briskly inspected them, lifting each towel to check for anything underneath. Many had gathered dust, but that was it. Nothing looked suspicious about them. I need to inspect the area around me before I think about moving to the back of the room. Okay, sure. Oh yeah, what about this? To me, this looks like a timer, not like a clock. There's a clock above the door. Doesn't seem like it works. Looks like that's everything around here. I should check out the other end of the room. Oh wow. Congrats on appearing.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
I checked all the containers on this shelf. They're all full, with the exception of one. A bottle of bleach.
Huh?
Bleach? Huh? There was a bucket in this closet that reeked of it.
Makes sense.
That's probably not a coincidence, given this thing is supposed to emulate a real crime scene. It's crazy how much effort has been put into this. Can't think too much about what kind of situation we're in, or I'll never be able to handle it.
Golly!
These shelves are real intriguing. Take a look, some of the cleaning brands go as far back as the 80s and 90s. You recognize them? Because I use them. Why would you do that?
How should I put it?
All chemicals do the job better, since there are fewer regulations about what's poisonous and all that. Just don't ask where I got him. Don't want to alert the force. I'm sure they don't care about your black market cleaning supplies. Okay. I mean, so far she's the most criminal out of them all. That security camera, it's brand new. Now that she's mentioned it, it does look out of place. You think it would have gathered dust like the other items in here? Did it recently get cleaned or something? My company's headquarters have similar ones installed, except these cameras are even more high-tech.
Sheesh.
Typical school, spending more on security than educating their students. Wait, why is the building there saying based things? That's assuming this is even the academy's doing. I mean, that is a question, right? Is this even Eden's Garden Academy, or is it like a reconstruction of it? I don't know. Another surveillance camera. Is the guy on the speaker watching us through this? Just a thought made my stomach turn. Alright everyone, that's time! Look at you all, you investigated the crime scene so well. It's enough to bring a tear to my eye. Jokes aside, please meet by the elevator for the class trial. You should find it somewhere around the Tree of Ignorance. Tree of Ignorance is so cool. Don't make me wait too long. I might start getting sappy happy. See you soon. Class trial? What the hell does that even mean? Sounds like that's the end of our investigation.
Let's see.
If we're done with this closet, we should go outside and talk with the others.
Come off the grass.
Oi, what the hell is a class trial? Your guess is as good as mine. Obviously, we're going to court.
What?
Court?
What?
I forgot what its voice is. He's going to put us on trial?
Listen to me.
Maybe that's where we'll talk about the clues we found.
Just saying.
It makes sense for our current situation. Investigation, clues, files. What else could that stuff be for?
Well put.
Good point. It does seem oddly familiar to court procedures. Obviously, we're missing key suspects and witnesses, but they don't seem to be relevant to this case anyway.
Wait a minute.
He mentioned that this elevator was near the Tree of Ignorance, right? He must be referring to the room with the tree.
Focus.
Probably, yeah. It's the only thing I can think of. However, I don't recall seeing an elevator anywhere.
Just follow me.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get our butts over there. She keeps treating this like a dumb game. If we're really going on trial, that's gonna be a nuisance to deal with. We might as well follow her. One by one, everyone left. Just have no choice but to go as well. Yep. Oh wait, where was I going? Courtyard. Stop. How do you remain so stoic at a time like this? Aren't you worried at all?
It's simple.
No, not really. It's not like we're investigating some high-stakes murder. It's just a dummy. That's it. Yes, quite. I completely concur. He's obviously faking it. Without even looking at her face, I can tell she's sweating bullets. Push appreciation. When I arrived at the tree, I saw that people were already bickering.
Check it out.
A big tree, Eden's Garden Academy? Overused religious symbolism is tight. I really hope we can get let out after this.
Oi, you.
Can you confirm, liar chick? Why are you asking her?
Come off the grass.
Come off the grass. She's clearly faking her talent.
Am I hearing you right?
And that makes her one of the bad guys? Who would want to fake their identities besides someone with a secret to hide? I bet she's the one who brought that gas bomb onto the train.
Really?
And she didn't think to bring a mask to avoid passing out or whatever?
If no one else is gonna say it.
If all you needed was a mask to protect you, then... Hey, don't look at me, I literally passed out. This helmet's got plenty of holes in it, I'd suffocate otherwise.
I've got something to say.
No, the liar chick's totally sus. Look at how calm she's been acting. Somehow knew that the dead body was a dummy. Then she poked it in the face? That's
Deal
not
with it.
normal. I told you, it was my intuition.
Ugh.
Intuition my ass.
Hold your horses.
Not unbelievable. My gut told me we should inspect the doll. Now look at us. We're on a mission to solve her murder.
Any clue?
Where this elevator supposed to be again? That's right. There's meant to be an elevator around here. But all I see is the Tree of Ignorance. Maybe we're missing something here. Ah yes, pattern recognition.exe is not currently working. Or maybe we're being played for fools. The more I look at it, the more confused I am. I'm going to get a headache. I better stop. Okay. Sussy Among Us? Yeah, this is Among Us. This is literally Among Us. Except there's no imposter. Yet. Whatever this class trial entails, if we want to overcome it, we gotta work as a team. Jumping down each other's throats will get us nowhere.
Damn.
That golfer woman made some loaded accusations, huh? People can believe what they want about me. I'm struggling to tell what Damon exactly thinks about Eva. Like on the one hand, he seems to be sort of distrustful, but he also doesn't inherently think she's guilty or anything. In the meantime, I'm going to search for the elevator.
I see.
Alright then. The Tree of Ignorance. This reminds me of an exhibit I saw in London.
Come again?
That's certainly
For
random.
your information.
Well, it was a very memorable exhibit.
No.
Note the London thing. Were you on vacation?
No,
A vacation? No, I don't do much of those anymore. Why is that?
never mind.
Consequential. Nevertheless, London was one of the nicer places to visit. Can you confirm? Can someone in chat confirm? Even if it was only for a few days, I really enjoyed meeting everyone there. There is no way she would have met everyone in London in a few days. That's not what she meant. My mom will be so worried when I don't answer her calls. Accepting that letter was the worst mistake of my life. Oh yeah, easily. This'll definitely be a story to tell the folks back home.
Sheesh.
Let's just get this over and done with.
Hey, hey.
New objective, find the elevator.
Yep.
Can't be that hard, can it? Come on, let's investigate.
Weird.
There's gotta be an elevator somewhere around here.
Let me think.
Maybe it's hidden behind some kind of Right, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's called a fucking... Awesome. It's called fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, not funny, dude. Well, are you gonna help? This is stupid. Is that his attempt at an excuse?
Hey, hey.
Hey, don't look so down. Even though things seem uncertain at the moment, try not to let it get
Put
to
a
you.
smile on that face.
You should wear a big smile. Smiling always helps me feel better. Thanks for the advice.
Man.
And I thought I was finally gonna have a normal school experience. Nobody's gonna believe this. Well, they might believe you guys, but the whole world's just gonna laugh at me.
This sucks.
He definitely has an inflated view of himself. Once this is all over, I think I'll allow myself a nap. Is there really an elevator around here? Seems kind of hard to believe. Wouldn't that sort of thing be pretty difficult to, you know, hide?
Interesting indeed.
Class trial, huh? That lawyer chick is definitely hiding something. No matter how much you morons deny it, it's the truth. More painting appreciation, by the way. These are utterly deranged. Wow, okay, this one is really cool. Plague Doctor with like blood. This one is oddly adorable. Despite the missing eye. Now this one is just freaky. Okay, I think I remember roughly where it is. The base of the tree was a marble bust depicting a figure in a creepy mask. There were cracks all over the mask, and one of the eyes was even missing. How must this thing
What
be?
you doing?
You noticed the statue too, don't you?
Huh?
Huh? Oh yeah.
Alright.
What's up with the statue? There's definitely something whack about it. I just can't put my finger on what.
Look.
The mask is broken. There's a piece missing.
But
Is that weird? That statue is probably like super old. It makes sense it'd be cracking and stuff.
I'm talking.
No, this definitely seems intentional.
Wait.
Like it's crappy on purpose? so it's not relevant to the elevator, is it? Well, you know.
What about...
Maybe if we find a piece and place it back on the statue, something will happen, like a puzzle-solving game. That sounds kind of far-fetched, but it wouldn't hurt to try.
Sounds easy.
You were saying we gotta look around for the other part of the mask? I love that laugh. Hold on to your butts, cause I got the eyes of a predator.
Whatever.
It wasn't a never mind. With that, everyone started to search the tree again. Some people inspected the tree itself while others scoured around it. After what seemed like only a few minutes, Grace stood up frantically with something in her hand. Oi everyone, I found it! We gathered around Grace to see what she was holding.
Nice.
Nice, that must be it. What should we do with it? Did we just stick it in the back of the mask? Stick it back in the mask?
Leave it to me.
Probably, yeah. I'll take care of it.
Soybean.
Back off, Hercules. You ain't the one who found it. Grace brought the piece over to the statue and slotted it right into the mask. And then nothing happened.
Fail.
Oh, that was anticlimactic. Suddenly, the ground we were standing on began to shake.
Golly!
Oh, shit!
Are we about to die?
Yo!
Yo, I was right.
Whoa!
That actually worked. A fucking secret passageway in a tree. I never thought I'd see that. The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emulates the wonder of nature, but does not achieve it. And justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom.
Game over, man! Game over!
Oh god, now he's spitting random philosophy. We're so fucked. I was honestly about to say a pretty similar thing. Will this take us to the elevator?
What about... ... question mark?
There's stairs at the foot of the opening.
Yep.
What are we waiting for? Let's explore.
If I may ask.
Why the sudden rush?
Duh.
I wanna get home, duh.
Elementary, my dear.
Oh my god, I love her like quips. They're so good.
Sure.
Oh, whoops. If we get this over with, we'll get out quicker. It's simple math. Fair enough. So, do we just walk in, do we? One by one, we approach the opening of the tree. Alright, here we go. And descended into the darkness. How the hell is that adorable? You mean that one painting? It just is, okay? This is an elevator. I see, the elevator is underneath the tree. Reckless investments, I'm telling you. With a rumble, the elevator began its descent. We stood in silence, 16 worried strangers plummeting into the unknown. That's what we were after all. Random people thrown into this horrible place. And for what? Some twisted man's game? A fake crime scene, an investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator in a tree. None of this was the work of your average kidnapper. This is something much bigger, and in no way could it be connected to Eden's Garden Academy. The elevator began to slow, snapping me out of my thoughts. I stood up tall, and when the movement stopped completely, the doors opened. In front of us was a large circular hall supported by marble pillars. In the center of the room, 16 podiums had been arranged into a circle. Were those for us? Welcome everyone! I hope you enjoyed the elevator ride. Even if it was a bit quick. As you can see, this is a trial room. Each podium has a name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give you further instructions.
However,
And if we don't comply, then I'll zap you, of course.
Back off.
Not this zapping shit again.
Mess.
Just face it, Miss Madison, we have to go along with his demands. Looks like there's a few small ones in the pack, eh? Well, come along now, we don't have all day. There was no avoiding it, we had to assume our places. Scanning the faces around me, everyone wore similar expressions. Discomfort, anger, worry, it didn't end. We've been kidnapped and forced to play as pawns in some inane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. Why is... Some of them are smiling, that's suspicious to me. All we could do was move forward. We had to hope for an escape. A way to run from this twisted place. We had to solve this murder case. Okay, sure, yeah. Let me save. Oh, trinkets? Right, we only have like a couple of huge bullets. Oh, I love this like pre-trial tune. "28 stab wounds as well. Okay, so chemical burns to the head means she was hit by the bucket. From above, I guess. Yeah, this seems good. Let's begin the class trial. Class trial in session.
Let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial. The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim.
28 stab wounds, yes. The references. I love her too. Oh yeah, Gamer Girl, yes.
Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out. That's all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Suddenly the budget has increased by like
Somebody
10
get
million.
me out of here.
Wait, is the person who died a Gamer Girl? No. Gamer Girl is Cassidy. The person who died was the ultimate teacher's aide. Somebody get me out of here. Oh wait, no.
If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here!
Keep it together, Grace.
Ah! Somebody get me out of here!
Okay, she's not keeping it together. Teacher's aide, that's interesting considering they're in school. Yeah. The kill is actually really interesting because yeah, it implies there was some
What happened to her?
ultimate killing. Yeah, this is still the prologue. This isn't case 1. So nobody out of the current 16 students has died. This is sort of just like to get them familiar with the trial procedure, I assume.
Oh shit! They fried her brain!
Also, this is Gamer Girl.
Calm down, it's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects. If I wanted to see the brain dead bicker, I'd just turn on the telly. On that note, please, carry on.
Holy shit, the people running this thing aren't playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing? I'm just gonna be an onlooker. It's only fair.
You're seriously not going to contribute?
What am I even supposed to do?
Put your detective hat on, buddy. We're here to solve a mystery.
I like Jed Dawson.
Yeah. Who murdered that dummy chick, right?
Not who murdered her, how they murdered her.
Did that tablet not explain it?
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
Probably because it's so obvious.
But, Miss Amber, you didn't even read the tablet.
And I don't have to.
Would you look at that? A debate's already underway.
Grace is still dead. These guys are clearly confused. I need to stop them before they arrive at the wrong conclusion. Oh gosh, do you hear that? That's the sound of a non-stop debate approaching. During non-stop debates, your classmates will speak one after another without interruption. Students may say things that contradict the truth, and it's your job to determine which statements must be broken in order for the trial to progress. For your ammo, you have been armed with the truth bullets you gathered during the investigation. Truth bullets that are relevant to the debate will be loaded into your truth cylinder. Alright, cool. I'm still playing with a controller, so this will be a learning experience. Use the mouse to aim your reticle and right-click to fire. You'll want to aim for words highlighted in gold. Those are weak spots. A lie or contradiction may be hiding within a weak spot. Carefully compare your classmates' statements to the evidence you have gathered. And use the correct truth bullet to destroy the relevant weak spot. If things are flying too fast, use the spacebar to concentrate. This will temporarily slow down time. Speaking of time, be sure not to run out of it. That's an automatic game over. Not that someone of your caliber would ever fail. Thank you, game. Press the F3 key, which I still don't have, to revisit these controls whenever I wish. That's all for now. Don't jump to too many conclusions. Alright.
Mystery was
Okay, that's how you slow down time.
But how she died.
Is that true?
Okay.
Objection! It's
So-
obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene.
Okay.
But the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood besides that big scary gun?
Oh, okay.
That's right. There was
How
a
do
gun.
I fast forward?
You hear that, lawyer man? She agrees.
He does not agree. The loudest voices in the room aren't always the smartest. Fortunately, an uninformed argument is never difficult to shoot down.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true? Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene. But the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood besides that big scary gun? What does that even have to do with anything?
Not the knife? Okay.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara.
I mean, I guess
how
also
she
the...
died.
Hold
Is
on.
it true? Objection!
Ah!
It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I mean, she died from 28 stab wounds, so...
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene. But the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood besides that big scary gun?
Ah, that's right. There was a gun.
You hear that, lawyer man? She agrees.
Yeah, Alex, I think you're pretty far back in the stream.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true? Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
Oh, I
I
missed.
didn't get a good look at the crime scene. But the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood?
Ah, there we go. I found the fast forward button. Hold on, I'm about to game over.
The mystery was
Never about who killed Kara, but how she died. Is that true? Objection! Obvious what the was. Let me finish talking.
I shouldn't have said that.
The
Okay, well, I'm gonna
mystery
game
Never about
over.
who killed Kara, but how she died. Is that true? Objection! Obvious what the murder weapon.
Immediately dies. Alright,
the mystery was never about
let me
who
actually
killed
think
Kara.
about this. It was speckled with blood, so...
But how she died.
Is that true? Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look.
Let me.
Like,
The
I know what the
mystery was never
contradiction
about
is, I
who
just
killed Kara,
don't
but how she died.
exactly know how they
Is
want
that
me to
true?
present it.
Objection! It's. I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody. And what could have blood? Besides that big, scary.
Like this?
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, the game over has and always will be of zero consequence.
Cassidy, can you stop butting in? You barely investigated the crime scene to begin with.
But yeah, I mean, obviously it's the knife that like caused all the blood to spill.
I searched that place from top to bottom.
All right, then tell me, how was a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
That's easy. It wasn't.
Oh, also I guess it's fully loaded. Fair enough.
Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun to full capacity.
And then they left it there?
Any smart shooter could tell you that. Right, Desmond?
Why are you bringing me into this?
Except, the victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso. If the gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets. We saw neither at the crime scene.
Details. If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
The ladder.
I got it. The bloody knife. It's just so blatantly obvious. It was literally right next to the victim's body.
Lysocam's razor gotta ruin everything.
Interesting. Both the knife and the rifle were present at the crime scene, but only the knife was used.
Kind of weird choosing the inferior weapon.
Nothing beats the sting of a sharpened blade.
Why is she sounding more like a psychopath by the second?
If the killer didn't use the rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
Maybe it came from inside the closet.
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
It is getting out of control fast. I need to say something.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
True.
Yet they opted for the knife.
Facts.
Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
I think the
That's
victim was
like
holding
your
the gun.
opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did.
I mean, it could have jammed.
Watch it
I
be for
guess.
the aesthetic.
Easy to assume the killer was the one holding the gun, but considering the details of the victim's death, I'm inclined to think otherwise.
To reiterate,
Yeah.
both the rifle
Victim's
and
hands.
the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken,
Ah, no?
Are you out of it? That has nothing to do with anything.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife.
Not choice. I bet that gun didn't even work.
These days, it's all about
I think it's
aesthetics over effectiveness.
Fully loaded assault rifle, speckled with blood.
That's like your.
If the gun was broken, then the killer.
We have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did. Watch a piece of this photo.
Okay, I need to think about this. Oh no.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife
She was stabbed in the torso 28 times. The victim also suffered chemical burns to the head. The most notable burns are to her eyes and scalp. Time of death is unknown.
were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work.
Definitely worked.
Aesthetic.
That's like your opinion, lady. If the gun
is broken,
this? Yeah.
No, that's wrong!
Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
what? You think the killer was unarmed?
No, they were definitely armed. With a knife. The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
But then, who did?
Easy. The victim.
Whoa! The dummy had the gun?
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet. She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Oh, I guess that makes some sense.
I need to reread that. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Yeah. That makes
Complete
sense.
sense.
Complete sense.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Aren't you overlooking something?
Huh?
The victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct? If so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack! I bet the killer memorized her AI movements.
That girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend herself.
That's not technically true. There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
I guess this. Wait, yes?
This is it.
Yeah.
We found dry blood under the victim's fingernails, which implies she was clawing at her attacker.
Yeah.
Of course, no explanation is definitive without photo proof of the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Did something get in the way of her using it?
Wonder if that killer stole it from her.
She should have seen or heard him coming from the hallway at the very least.
Why do you think she was in the hallway?
That's where the fight happened, right?
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
Maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor? Or in the hallway?
Most definitely. She died like right where she was.
Drag marks. Can't say I saw any.
Big words coming from Ultimate Drag Racer.
It was merely a jest. No need to take it so seriously.
Oh wow, someone already died? Okay, so it's a bit complicated. Basically, none of the 16 students here died. This is sort of like a tutorial case for them, where they're trying to solve a murder that happened a longer time ago. So we're still on the prologue and not case 1.
Instead of dragging the victim, what if the killer carried her? I don't know why they would want to do that. but it would explain the lack of drag marks.
But then, wouldn't the killer have been covered in
Blood. Aye. It should have gotten everywhere. Those wounds were brutal. A few inches deep, I reckon. Carrying her would have done nothing to stop the blood flow.
Good point.
I mean, yeah.
She
fair.
was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was.
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
Moving on. That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
Well, that's macabre. Hey guys, here's a tutorial so you know what to do when one of you kills each other. So they don't know that they're gonna kill each other yet. They're yet, like, for now they still think this is just like a waste of time. But obviously because we know what this game is, there's a bit of dramatic irony there.
If she wanted to, she could have just, you know.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
And I know I'm the only one who can figure that out. Alright, let's talk about agree points. During the last non-stop debate, you would have noticed that some phrases were blue. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Actually was. Idiot. Those phrases are called agree points. They are the counterpart to weak spots. As the name would suggest, if an agree point aligns with the evidence you've gathered, you can use your truth bullet to prove it correct. Simply aim your reticle at it, and as you would with a weak spot, and shoot. In pursuit of the truth, you must be prepared to corroborate your classmates' testimonies. When it would be wise to do so is for you to figure out. Good luck! Thank you, narrator.
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
Could be.
Maybe she thought the killer was her friend? I know I wouldn't hurt a friend.
She tried clawing their eyes out.
Yeah, good point. Why did the victim not shoot her attacker? Everyone's got a theory, but who has the actual answer?
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
So... what does the tablet say? The victim also suffered chemical burns to the head. The most notable burns are to her eyes and scalp, so she probably didn't see
By
them.
the sounds of it, those two...
I bet that girl didn't even... Appreciate the support, but you're not talking any sense, mate.
Crap. Wait, did I use the wrong bullet? Yeah, I used the wrong bullet. Okay. Not even the pirate could see what
killer
it is.
pulled a fast one
Okay.
and knocked.
Didn't even...
Right, this should work.
I got it.
Consent. Always wonder why that's... it's called like
actually has
consent
a
and
point.
not like
The victim
agreement.
probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face and eyes. That sort of injury would have effectively blinded her. Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Blinded? With bleach? That's horrible.
All that pain, yet she still managed to fight back.
Ultimate Teacher's Aide was a fighter, for real.
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
Subliminal shipping.
So the killer
I mean,
was
honestly,
definitely the one who blinded her.
I would do the pirate.
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous. Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds.
Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they have toned down the violence?
The past is in the past, and we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out.
No, not yet.
Seriously?
Oh, is this where Wolfgang starts to cook?
We know she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far. Because of you, we're one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
This was never about the dummy.
However, we should think of this case like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
As in, the motive?
Mm-hmm. You're on the right track.
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone!
Oh, Grace comeback?
Grace?
Whoa, what? Since when was Grace back to normal?
Right now, Soybean. Watching you guys try to solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster catch on fire.
Oh, she suddenly got like 50 IQ points more.
I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision, 'cause there's a big-ass elephant in this room.
An elephant in the room?
That's giving us too much credit.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
I sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
Right. He just tipped the bottle over her.
That bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder. When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet.
True.
The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Sure, before the actual murder took place, I'd say.
And what is this something else? Go on. Explain it before this dumpster turns molten.
He's really stubborn about this, but I get the point she's trying to make. Before we move on from the subject, we need to make sure its logic is completely sound. Alright then, let's put out this fire. I love his mug expression. He's like, these people are so beneath me.
Well, if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
What about a container?
Actually, I don't
There
know.
were a bunch in the closet.
I bet the killer had a secret water gun.
Not sure if
So when the victim
do
came
buckets
in,
count as containers.
he squirted her in the eyes.
Hey! The ink vanishes when the battle's over.
Call the fire brigade, Grace.
Okay, I guess they do, I don't see. To inflict those chemical burns, the killer had to use something, but what?
Well,
Another bottle?
The
Got it.
More consent.
She's correct. The killer put the chemicals in a bucket. Or, more specifically, the same bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach. If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
Yo, that makes sense.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Bruh.
Okay, cool. So, how'd the killer use that bucket to
We
spill
just
bleach in
agreed
the
with her,
victim's eyes?
and now she's like roasting us.
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use your brain, mate.
Of course, my apologies.
It's a good question. How was the killer able to get a hefty bucket of chemicals into the victim's eyes? Especially without her knowing. There must be some kind of clue missing here. Think, Damon. Think.
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the scalp, too.
Burns to the scalp? How does that work? Unless those chemicals came from above?
Above. Yes, that's right. Above.
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air? Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
Why are they speaking in British dialect but in American accents? Hearing these people say mate is wacky. I don't know, maybe that's just how the writers... Maybe the writers are British or like people on the writer team. The killer did a little trolling. Yeah, a teeny bit. Your average Danganronpa killer.
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Above. Which, well, could mean anything.
Was the killer hiding above the door frame?
Now you're just on drugs, Ingrid.
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they could have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
Logic.
Unless you take into account the size difference.
Ah, logic.
The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
The killer wanted two things, for the bucket to be above the victim and for it to spill on her when she entered the room. In other words, he needed to balance the bucket. But on what? Door.
I got it.
If only there was a door hinge.
I don't know how we overlooked this, but I've got it. The killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
Exactly. When the victim came into the room, she pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant. When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the victim.
Few feet.
That is a possibility, yes.
It sounds like the best conclusion.
There's just one problem. How was the killer able to reach that high? Unless they were abnormally tall, it'd be difficult to place something on top of that door.
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion.
Ah yes,
How did the killer set
the
up
ladder
this
that
trap?
was actually a step ladder. Spot selection. Yes.
This is it. There was a stepladder hiding behind the closet door. The killer probably used that. After climbing it, they could position the bucket right on top of the door.
Figures.
My precious stepladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
Match point! Occam's razor!
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety. No matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knickknack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
Does it really matter? As long as there's one possibility that the killer could have used, it's...
It makes sense with what we've got so far. But I'm not done yet. I still have one last question for you, apes.
Please just leave us alone. Oh, I'm so tired.
Hey, don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
Well, that is true.
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
I have to agree, they must have been hiding somewhere, waiting for her to arrive. Somewhere nearby, I'd assume. Oh, that's actually a good question. They must have been inside the janitor's closet.
I got it. I've got it. The killer was hiding in the back of the closet. If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance, there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim.
Yeah, because it would make no sense otherwise. Like, the victim must have walked in. After they saw the killer, I
say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range.
Yeah, and she didn't get stabbed
That's why the
from the
stab
back.
wounds were only made to her chest.
Creating the crime scene we found! Great job, guys! We're actually doing this!
That was the last mystery, right? We must have put everything together now.
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for this victim.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
Huh?
Oh, Winona?
Well, technically she is, but...
You forgot the why? Oh, don't worry about that.
Let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun. She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
That's no excuse.
What?
There's no justifying murder. Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
You're emanating a sizable amount of emotional tension. Are you okay?
There's no excuse. There never was an excuse. 28 stab wounds! No girl, no person should ever suffer Kara's fate.
Wait, who's Kara?
He said the line.
It was the victim's name! Didn't anyone read the tablet?
I agree with you, dude, but you don't have to shout out your point.
Oi, what's all this about? We figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
No. We're not finished here.
Huh?
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case. We aren't looking for a murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion?
Cry about it, Bozo.
This isn't about efficiency, this is about being right. Or do you, a supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity?
What the hell?
Let's just talk about the motive. There's no harm in doing that, right?
Well, what was the motive? Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked him out.
If I was in the killer's shoes, I'd definitely be nervous. Thing is, while acting out of self-defense is possible, since when does it look like this?
Yeah, you don't stab someone 28 times in self-defense.
Given the severity, I'd liken it to a crime of passion.
Something done on impulse?
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have set them off big time.
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense. No matter what excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
Yo, bud, you seem a little pressed.
Silence! I won't allow this!
Oh, things are getting pretty emotional. While you've only been losing logical arguments to further the trial so far, now might be a good time to change your approach. Man, that guy's annoying. Lawyer guy? Yeah, he's one of the characters that I most look forward to see what's gonna happen with him in the future. Okay, introducing the pathos mechanic. During non-stop debates, the emotionally charged commentary of your classmates will appear as purple text. These comments are called pathos statements. You can absorb these pathos statements by hovering over them with your reticle and pressing E or LT. Oh wow, now they put in like controller support. The pathos statement will be, then be loaded into your truth cylinder. Find a weak spot that is directly contradicted by the pathos statement and fire. You like him as a character? He has passion? Yeah, for sure. But my theory is that he's faking it. But I don't know. If successful, you will make a powerful emotional argument to counteract your opponents. Stay on the lookout for pathos statements. While you'll always be able to advance the trial using pure logic, emotional arguments can lead to some unique conversations. Nice
to kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest!
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you if you have no
I missed
proof. So says the ultimate liar.
Oh, this music, by the way. Was this murder justified, or was it truly unforgivable? I feel like I had an obligation to find the truth.
To kill
Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this. Make it chill pill, man. You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest. We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense. We don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind. This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice.
Okay, I'm gonna...
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you.
Okay, now I have lawyer's intuition.
Liar.
And now we just have to find... I think it was Ava's
to kill
statement.
Kara so easily and without restraint. There's no way
This is
to
now
justify
no longer a
this.
truth bullet, by the way, it's an empathy bullet.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of
One of humanity's brightest!
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive,
deserves to be brought to justice.
But how do we do that? There's no reason.
No! Damn it.
You trust him? Why?
I made a mistake.
to kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Make it chill pill, man.
Yeah, okay. My empathy bullet disappeared after I missed the first shot. But I think this is correct.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice.
But how can we do it? There's no reason to trust you if you have no proof.
Okay, now I have to go through it again. Not Danganronpa moment.
Kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this. Make it chill pill, man. You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
The chipmunk voices make it kind of fun.
About the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense. We don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime they made up behind. This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice.
How can we do that?
Alright,
There's
gamer time. There we go.
No, that's wrong!
Alright, Pathos Ralph moment.
Expertise shouldn't be overlooked here. If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Say what?
Wolfgang has spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine.
Oh god, that was painful. This is the tutorial case, by the way. Also, Wolfgang never said he was a criminal lawyer.
He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before. If his lawyer's intuition tells us that the killer was in the wrong, then we have no reason to disagree. We're all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah, Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us.
Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin buddy.
Hey!
Bargain bin buddy.
If it means going home, then new guys convinced me.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
I do not trust the liar. I don't trust Wolfgang either.
Thank you all for your support.
Well, Eva, do you still disagree?
Even if I did, it's not worth pursuing.
Oh, Ava didn't like that at all.
Hey! We're Disembodied Voice! We've figured out your stupid case! Now let us leave!
Oh, you're finally done. In all honesty, I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
Bruh.
What? We only went through this case because of you.
Silly me, I have a short attention span.
Ah, he's Gen Z, okay.
So, just for my own benefit, why don't you summarize the information you've learned? It'll be good practice.
Practice?
Fine. I'll do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
We'll present the truth together. Let's dig into it.
Alright, comic book time. Closing arguments. During closing arguments, you must summarize the case from start to finish. Naturally, your medium will be a comic book. Naturally. Since the class has a relatively good understanding of the case, some parts of the comic are already complete. But it seems your peers have glossed over the smaller details, judging by those gaps in the story. To fill these gaps, you have been provided a collection of stock panels. Use WASD to navigate your stock. Cover your... okay, yeah, sure. Okay, I should have read the controls maybe, but like... what was the victim carrying? Opening the door, going up the stairs. Where did the killer hide? How did the killer reach the door frame? Opening the door, going up the step ladder. Yeah. What did the killer put into the bucket? Did the killer hide Jenner's closet? The victim was carrying an assault rifle? Also, this closing argument music, so good. Where is... oh, okay. What did the victim do when they were stabbed? Clawing at killer's neck. Nasty, what did the killer pour into the bucket? Bleach. Alright.
This is how it happened.
That should do it.
The victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy
Alex, no.
carrying a large assault rifle. That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest. He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
Aye, they needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
That's because they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes.
Sneaky little bastard.
But to do that, they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the door frame. There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival.
How to prank your friends tutorial. Yeah, the killer was just doing a... Yeah, God forbid people have fun nowadays, right?
The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
He woke up funny. Yeah, he's just being a little quirky.
And, the bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
Youch!
Her hair should have been blonde, by the way. Like, the bleach, I think, would remove the hair color.
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails. However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten.
28 times is brutal, yeah.
That is the truth behind this case.
So unnecessary. Like, why 28 and not 27?
Are you satisfied?
A measly 3 acts. Poor Horace would be beside himself.
Who the hell is Horace?
Who the hell is...
No one cares!
Okay, fair.
We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already!
That is what I promised, isn't it? Alright, I'll let you leave this room. But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second? This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it. However, my head, it raises a compelling argument. Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while? Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
Face to face?
What was that all about?
Everybody, look over there!
He woke up silly too.
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants! The walls have finally crumbled.
Yeah, a little bit.
What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land? Serve it? Or will you set it ablaze? Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Person, his voice.
Are you the speaker guy?
Speaker guy? No. You don't address your superiors like that. Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only. His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game!
Killing game? Last trial. End.
Well done.
Oh, you can call me Tozu for short.
Hey.
Hey, what do you mean
The
killing
show
game?
must go on.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Quite the contrary, this is only the beginning.
That's...
Of what?
Why the long phase?
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates,
Blood is rushing!
are going to kill each other. That's not...
Come on.
That's not funny.
But then...
But you said we could go home if we solved the mystery.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way.
What?
What are you talking about? You lied to us.
Rubbish.
Lied? Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm a fair man. A man sworn to the truth. And if I recall correctly... Should you all agree on the right answer, you'll be allowed to leave here. I'll let you leave this room. I specifically said you could leave this room, not go home.
You...
Sneaky son of a bitch.
Not okay!
You're full of shit, man. There you go, losing control of your voices. That's how you know you've lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It'll jump ship the moment it's confronted with a challenge. He didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So when he said this was Eden's Garden Academy... Oh shit, what am I doing believing someone like him? There's no other way around it. He's lying.
Dude!
And wouldn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner? And watch you peasants run away?
Pathetic.
I can't host a game without any contestants.
Please don't.
Please don't do this.
I just want to go home.
I want to be with my family. Please just let me go home.
There's no need to worry.
Why are all of them Damon? The text boxes have broken. There's no need to cry, Miss Tolner. Huh? We're all civilized here. No one is going to kill simply because they've been ordered to. What's this? The peasant has a rebuttal?
Let's see.
Hold on. Okay, the chapter isn't gonna last much longer, so hopefully the text box bug will be fixed. In much the same way, this game you've proposed, a killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill.
Nonsense.
So do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly?
Hey!
Yeah, that's totally right. We're like super boring people. We don't have what it takes to do something like this.
Indeed.
My heart is terribly soft. Softer than the most delicate piece of mochi. When I see a fly in my room, I catch the poor ear in a jar and return her to her nature.
I would never!
My mochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see.
I see. That's your argument, is it?
How interesting.
So, what has you so convinced?
Huh?
What do you mean? What makes you think the people in this room lack the heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them besides their names and ultimate talents?
Pathetic.
If you do, then tell me. Regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is where they currently stand on the issue the same as where they're willing to stand? Go on, you've had a couple of hours to get to know everyone. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? Should I take that as a no? Goodness, what a surprise.
Plot twist.
Not. You wouldn't be here, all dressed up in that fancy suit, if you were so naive. I agree. Wolfgang is lying. Out of his ass.
Such a spoil sport.
Oh, and one more thing. That trailer you just did, that was your preparation for the killing game.
Get out.
Wow, all you did was make us play detective.
Plot twist.
And for good reason. If one of you is killed, the remaining students will participate in a true class trial. Your objective here is simple. Uncover the culprit. You can. Wait, so on the left, that seems like Kara. Like this graphic, right? The woman on the left seems like the same as the victim that we just had, Kara. So that makes me think, is the person on the right the killer? Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue who you believe committed the murder. The result will be decided by popular vote, and if you choose the right person, they alone will be executed and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understands? All of us will be executed? That's not fair.
Isn't this lovely?
Really, I think it's one of our most beautiful rules. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise.
What's happening?
That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to slaughter.
Such disrespect.
Nonsense. All of you have the chance to survive this game. You think the common butcher is so merciful.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there are only 2 students left. You may want to remember that. Or maybe you don't care. It depends what kind of person you are. Out of the 16 people here, only 2 would be allowed to survive?
No shot.
2 people? That's hardly better than if someone gets away with murder.
Well done.
I know, that's what makes it so funny. Most of you will die no matter what, and yet with every passing trial, you'll all cling to life more desperately.
The show must go on.
And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? A perfect test of the limits of human compassion.
I have an appetite.
I can't
for
wait to see you
destruction.
all in action. The madman's loud, tinnitus-inducing laughter was suddenly cut off by a well-timed strike from behind. Oh, get him, Grace!
A million times, you mangy fucking mutt! I want nothing to do with this stupid game!
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason, I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Grace drove her fist directly into his stomach. She followed it with another blow and another. And then when it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. From out of nowhere, a tiny red dot appeared on Grace's face.
Hey! Stop already! There's a...
But before we could do anything, the sound of a gunshot echoed in our ears. Grace released the man from her grip. Speechless, she moved her hand to her cheek, which had been nicked by the stray bullet. I want her. Damn, she's dead. I want her. We all looked in the direction the shot came from. The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising from the mouth of her rifle. Her mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear she was working with him. You shot at her.
For real?
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu, suddenly fearful for their lives. What a shocking and unnecessary display of violence.
You think?
I was talking about the golfer woman. Well, now that you've become acquainted with our enforcer, Mara, if any of you kids try to jeopardize the killing game, such as by attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans.
Pardon me.
Even though she misses her shots? That was just a warning. I assure you it'd be unwise to further test her sharpshooting ability.
In any case,
Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. Meh? You asked if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents.
No matter.
Truthfully, I don't, but I'll continue to trust them as I do because they're ultimates. Huh? They are charged with the betterment of society. They've proven themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest.
We will not succumb!
Even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure farcical courtroom procedures. He's right. Grace was trying to compose herself, still clearly shocked by her run-in with death.
Don't test me.
No matter how weird these guys are, they're talented. Do you really think an ultimate would fall for this bullshit? That's right. My friends and I have too much to live for and too much to achieve. We won't throw it all away for your killing game.
Don't get it mixed up.
We're all going to escape. We have to. One by one, the students raised their voices in solidarity with Wolfgang. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willing to blindly put their faith in each other. And for some reason, it made me sick.
My.
Never underestimate the strength of the human connection. I'm quite familiar with this idea.
Hi.
What kind of captain would I be if I can't even handle a small crew of 15? What is this horrible feeling of contempt? Why do I feel this way when everyone else seems so hopeful? The voice inside me was answered by another.
No.
You've got it all wrong. The students turned their attention towards Ava, surprised by her words.
Huh?
You actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer. Well, instead of resorting to random ad hominem attacks, why don't you explain your reasoning?
It's the truth.
It's obvious. Compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Living with constant praise from the public has ruined our sense of self. If you need examples, just look around the room. Excuse me?
Look.
In the outside world, ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you resort to murder.
Can't you see?
If you continue to convince all these people to trust each other, they'll only be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along? Is it possible you want to make everyone vulnerable? So that it will be easier for you to kill them? That's
enough.
Suddenly, Ingrid stepped in front of Wolfgang protectively. Wolfie's done nothing wrong. He's given us all a vote of confidence. Yeah, it's something we all needed.
Please.
So stop trying to turn us against each other, please. A horrible feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished Ava. Stronger and stronger, and I knew I had to say something. Ava's right. Huh?
No!
Damon, not you too.
I know.
Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone. But Ava made a good point. All of us had clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again, or for the sake of our talents.
Don't say that!
No, I would never kill anybody.
That's not it.
Diana, you yourself admitted you had too much to achieve. Don't you see how that's playing into the masked man's hands? This whole we're all ultimates thing is pretty inane anyways. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? His question angered me more than anything that had been said before. I could no longer suppress my true feelings.
That's wrong.
Look, the title barely means shit nowadays, alright? Most ultimates are just dullards obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only thing they're capable of is leeching off public attention for their own goals. Ouch.
You've got to be kidding me.
You've got to be kidding me. Running a business that feeds millions is pointless?
No.
Some of you are an exception, obviously. But come on, there's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixations.
That was very...
Don't you mean the rest of us? You're an ultimate too. Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I could feel their words worming their way into my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things with my talent. I can argue policy, consider ethics and morality.
Yeah.
Better yet, I was the one who got you guys through that trial.
Really?
Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out.
Shrimp?
You always see what's going on. You think you're better than us just because you can say words nobody understands. Well, that kind of stuff is relative. Like, tell me what a dragster is. Do you know? Watch your step, lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity.
Not good enough.
I'm disappointed in you. Are you so concerned about making yourself look good when we're in the middle of a death game?
The hell?
Wait, I wasn't trying to. There's no use. They turned against me, hurling obscenities, scowling, or simply shaking their head.
Isn't this lovely?
Do I sense anger, hatred, an unquenchable sense of bloodthirst? Well, save that for later. I'm the only person who can spill blood in the courtroom. The elevator will take you back to the killing game arena. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you.
Get lost.
Thanks. Now can you get lost?
Good evening.
Okay. He returned to his podium, with the masked woman trailing closely behind. The bizarre mechanism that brought him into the room lowered the two of them into the ground and out of sight.
Hey.
We're not gonna kill anyone, right, guys? No matter what happens, we're all going to make it out of here, okay? It was only when the madman had left that reality truly began to set in. I'm trapped in a killing game with people who despise me. How did this happen? I just wanted to help. I wanted to make sure we didn't trust each other too easily. And now I'm being treated like the bad guy. Will these people practice what they preach? Will they really refuse to kill? I can't trust anyone here. For better or worse, it's me versus them. So cute, the beginning of the end. The beginning of an unfathomable nightmare. An unrelenting despair. The beginning of the killing game. And that was the prologue. Surviving members 16. To be continued. Alright, and this is where we were left off for like 4 years. And now, like a couple of weeks ago, chapter 1 has come out. So from this point on, I'm completely unspoiled. But I'll continue for a bit. Want to get to like a bit of new territory here. Oh, we get the really cool intro. They cooked. Unfortunately, I've been told to collect food for my family. I'll be back later if this is still going. Alright, thank you for showing up, Alex. It was nice having you. Okay, picking up right where we left off. I was the last one to take the elevator back up. That Tozu man mentioned something about dorm rooms. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you. The only area to fit that description was this hallway. Are the other students already in their rooms?
Stop sneezing so damn loud!
So it's true what Tozu said. There's a dorm room prepared for each of us. I wonder where mine is. Wolfgang, Ingrid. This music, damn. Okay, Winona. Does Winona not have a last name? That's interesting. Alright, there's me.
I see.
Looks like this is it. Oh wow. Much better room than Danganronpa. The room was filled with expensive looking furniture. On the very back I could see there was even a bathroom.
Jeez.
This is really nice. It's a lot of work for kidnapping, or putting our kidnapper himself, a game. There's all the more reason to be wary. Before I even think about resting my eyes, I should search this place for anything dangerous. Yeah. Oh. Alright. No, we can't investigate the chessboard. Sadness. The bathroom was more in line with what I expected from our kidnappers. Dull, cramped, anything but glamorous. Wait, did this toilet have its own remote control? Damn, never mind what I said. Wait, no way. Oh, nice. On the wall was a pinup calendar of a celebrity. Wait, this looks like the same guy that was in that one CG from the prologue. Like, there was Kara on the left, and then there was, I think, this guy on the right, maybe? What the hell? Am I being messed with? It's pretty sexy, I'll admit. It's also not what I want to look at during a killing game. Damn. Payman is homosexual.
That's...
What the hell? Inside the wardrobe were around 20 replicas of my outfit. How is that possible? This blazer is tailor-made. My parents suit the pattern. How much money does he have? Or his family? Why was a podium in the room? I don't plan to receive an active audience here. Eh? These books weren't books at all. They were props made to resemble them. What a waste of a good bookshelf. I get that physical books are expensive, but... Bruh, they put in fake books? Oh, yeah, no, we already looked at this. Okay, how about the bed? It's a bed. It looks somewhat comfortable at the very least. The music really is going hard. There were some sticky notes and pens inside of one of the drawers. And this is like a hotel room, pretty much. Wonder if there's anything else. Oh yeah, we can go into like the special mode, right? That's not how. There we go. Ah, the camera, I missed it. Camera hung from the roof of the passageway. No matter where I stood in the room, it swiveled around to look at me. Must be equipped with a motion detector. Doesn't seem like there's anything suspicious. Jeez, picking apart this room made me even more tired. I really don't want to sleep here, but as I grumbled to myself, I turned to lock the door.
Eh?
Don't tell me.
Damn it.
The lock is broken? Did one of the masked people do this? Those assholes. Oh, that's really not good. I grabbed one of the chairs in the room and jammed it under the door handle. Why does every protagonist have like some sort of thing broken about their room? Wasn't exactly safe, but it was good enough for now. There had already been crazy enough, and now I have to worry about dying. Hopefully whoever decides to kill first will go after one of the more naive students. Maybe the makeup girl. She seems like an easy target. Without bothering to take off my shoes, I walked over to the bed and laid down. Rude? Why was this happening to me? I thought today would be the greatest opportunity of my life. I thought I was finally going to be with my people. Why did it turn out like this? I don't want to die here. I want to go home. I want my mom and dad. But the people running this game seem to be extremely meticulous. There's no way they'll be caught by the police. At least not before some of us are really already dead. The stupid lawyer had no idea what he was talking about. Only a matter of time until something happens. Only a matter of time. Beneath the veil of hypocrisy.
Welcome to the inner world, my starred benefactors.
There's Tozu Theater, that's amazing.
Your mere existence alone has blessed you with the opportunity to have a one-on-one with me, your cherished host, Tozu.
Wait, so what did it say? Inner world, okay.
Now, restless as you may be, don't move an inch. The show shall start maybe tomorrow. I'm getting the last-second jitters. Alas, the best things in life come later rather than sooner. After all, the chicken tends to enjoy the anticipation more than the final product. And you, yes you, are the chicken!
Okay, Tozu.
Perhaps I should switch career paths.
So that was super catchy music as well.
Hello, my amicable student friends. It is now 8 a.m. I trust you all had a good sleep? Of course you didn't. You were just rudely interrupted by our very first morning announcement. Yes, this will be a reoccurring feature of the killing game. Best get used to it. The silent crowd, huh? Maybe I should invest in having a laugh track.
The sound of a familiar bell stirred me awake, just in time for me to catch Tozu's bizarre wake-up call.
Huh?
Regular morning announcements?
Eh?
All of a sudden, from the other side of my door, someone was knocking.
Hello?
Hey, who's there? Police, open up! We know you're harboring a fugitive breakdancer. Come out with your hands and your shoelaces untied. Oh, it's just a pro gamer girl. Not in the mood to come out. Leave me alone. Looks like we'll have to do this the hard way. I heard her draw in a deep breath and then. The door swung open and sent the chair that was holding it flying.
No!
This isn't funny.
You kicked my door open.
Hey, hey!
I said to open up, didn't I?
Check it out!
Anyways, Jean told me to find everyone. He wants us all to meet at that dining hall looking place.
That's...
The one with the kitchen?
Yep. Great!
So if you don't mind, it would be super great if you could go there. I wouldn't want to get on John's bad side. He looks mad intimidating, you know? Fine, I'll go.
Just follow me!
Sweet, see you there. She turned her back to me and made a beeline for someone else's door. That girl has serious problems. KCD's suggestion sounded less than stellar, but at the same time, not attending would look pretty bad. She said to go to the dining hall place, right? It meant avoiding questions down the line, then it's best I just relent. Alright, time to go. Okay, sorry, I had to AFK for a second.
Yep.
What better way to kick off the day than with some doorbuster action?
Level up!
It's safe for the top, or the knob, if you want to be efficient. She won't get on anyone's good side acting like that. I mean, she's communist gamer girl. What more could anyone want? Alright, so the kitchen was somewhere along this way. Oh, good morning.
Morning to you.
Good morning, Damon.
Hey, hey.
Hey, do you have a calendar in your room? A calendar? Do you?
I see.
Is your calendar also themed?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, around horses. Horses? It's all photos of a girl horseback riding in different places. Beautiful places, too. Oh.
Yeah.
Mine's also got horses.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Huh?
What's the problem? Nothing, it's just funny. Because the girls I've spoken to all say the calendars have the horse girl, while the guys all say theirs have a male celebrity. Except you! Right. Bruh. You got him good. That was evil. But it's okay though, Damon. It's okay. I thought he was sexy too. On entering the room, I instantly felt the disapproving gazes of the other Ultimates. They were clearly still bitter about what happened yesterday. I walked over to the main table and grabbed a seat, trying to ignore their stares. Behind me, I heard KCD arriving with the final few students.
Check it out!
That should be everyone. Much appreciated, Cassidy. KCD? Honestly, I forgot. Alright, everyone, listen up. I've got some exciting news to share. Have you discovered something? Last night, I decided to leave my dorm and do some exploring. I investigated every part of this academy with the exception of your rooms. Natch?
You think?
You don't seem tired after doing that. It's nothing I'm not used to. Once you've put enough once you've pulled enough all-nighters, the differences between night and day start to become meaningless.
Hi.
Anyways, back to my story. The first oddity I encountered was the janitor's closet. For some reason, it's now been locked shut.
Oh.
Locked? Do you think something dangerous is being kept in there?
What?
Something dangerous?
Really?
Yikes. Talk about jumping to the worst possible conclusion.
Hold your horses.
Now, she makes a good point. It's not impossible to gauge a place you haven't explored. All I can tell you is that we can't enter. We can't enter, and we'd be unwise to try.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. In other words, the only means of entry is by brute force, which we already know isn't taken kindly. What happens next? You said this was the first oddity, so you must have found a second.
That's right.
Not just found, explored.
Oh, really?
Take a breather.
There I was, in the room with the big tree, searching for an escape route. Searching every nook and cranny. When I noticed one of the shutter doors was open. It was open? What did you find? What did I find? I'm not about to go spoil the surprise.
Man.
Seriously, man? Don't worry, I fully intend to show you what lies beyond those shutters. I was only able to skip it over before dawn arrived, but...
Leave it to me!
Today we can explore it together. The tree's a bit of a hike to reach, but if we leave it now, we can...
Huh?
His words were interrupted by an unexpected series of high-pitched beeps.
Whoa!
Hey, did everyone's watches just make a high-pitched noise?
What?
Yeah, I better get zapped. I think I would have felt an electric shock by now.
Huh?
So what that little ding for? Looked at each other with puzzled expression, then cautiously activated our watches. Why am I looking at a map? Sure enough, each watch had been fitted with an interactable map. Was this some kind of automated update? Look, if you zoom in close enough, the names of the room will load. How thoughtful of our kidnappers. Dining hall, laundromat. Yep, it really is the layout of this building. Whoa, turns out we were right on the money, calling this room a dining hall. Ooh, is this the place Jean's acting so hush-hush about? Pointed to a region of the map which resembled the building with a tree. All 5 shutter doors were outlined, and behind one of them appeared to be a large, multi-room area. Alpha Sanctuary? The position does line up. An odd choice of name though. Alpha Sanctuary. So the room he found doesn't match up with its description. Considering our captors are the ones assigning names, I'm not sure whether to be relieved or concerned. Man, this watch would be better if you could make cute emojis or check your running distance.
No kidding.
It's really not much of a watch. It doesn't even tell you what time it is.
Don't get it mixed up.
Do we know if it's actually 8 AM? New clocks around here seem easy to sabotage. Maybe they're going to try and mess with our sleep schedules. Oh! Well now, if I didn't know better, this is foreshadowing.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. I do feel especially cantankerous today. What the hell does cantankerous mean?
That ain't it.
Nah, the announcement seemed accurate. My internal clock is pretty strong, and I did stay awake for most of the last night. But let's circle back to the actual topic at hand, our new area of interest. With a map at everyone's disposal, it'll be even easier to find. I say that's a sign for this crew to set sail. May as well.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
Still, let's be cautious when we enter. For all we know, the people running this operation might have planted something dangerous. We won't know until we check for ourselves. Let's go.
Pardon me.
Just a moment. Are we able to trust those two? Oh, Wolfgang is cooking again? He pointed to Ava and I. Are you trying to keep us out of the investigation? That seems awfully suspicious. I'm only being mindful of my peers. Forcing them to put up with a threatening person or thing would be morally dishonest. Damn.
Let's see.
And on the subject of dishonesty, let's be clear, it was not me sowing discourse last night. Isn't that right, Ava? In the outside world, Ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you'll resort to murder. Trying to crush our spirits during such a vulnerable moment. And how could anyone forget his input? He nodded in my direction. The other students immediately turned to stare, like cats following a string toy. Damon could have at least kept his opinions to himself. But instead... This whole we're ultimate thing is pretty innate in any ways. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals. He belittled everyone's talents in order to elevate his own.
Unfortunately.
Clearly, neither of these two have our best interests at heart.
I see.
It's true, having the ultimate lie around during our investigation would make some people here uncomfortable.
Oi!
More than that, you probably used your skeevy talent to try and mess with our heads. Personally, I'd be happier if she and Damon remained here.
Let's see.
Perhaps someone else could stay and keep an eye on them. Not it.
Bro?
Damn, you hate him that much?
Hell no!
Dude, I don't hate him. It's just, babysitting is hard work, you know? It's what my babysitter's always told me, at least. You really are one of the people ever. I think it's okay if Ava and Damon come along.
Hold on.
Huh? You aren't wary of them, Miss Venetia? Just because they have different opinions doesn't mean they're bad people. They clearly want the same thing as the rest of us, right? They want to go home. So I think it's okay to give them a chance. It's kind of like that thing they say in court, everyone is innocent until proven guilty, right?
What about...
Yeah, Ava could use her talent to figure out the mysteries. The lies and mysteries seem at least tangentially related, don't they? I suppose it's not a huge deal, so long as they don't interfere.
Correct.
I have no intention of doing so. If you want to take precautions, we could investigate in small groups. That way everyone can keep tabs on each other. Sounds like a great idea, let's go. Now there's the energy I'm looking for. How about it, crew? We ready to head off and explore? So long as you don't pair me with anyone weird.
Leave it to me!
Whatever floats your boat, follow me! People slowly trickled out of the dining hall, heading towards the room with the tree. Alpha Sanctuary, huh? As much as I didn't want to tag along with the others, I was curious to see what this new place was all about. Considering Jean's reaction to it, it couldn't be anything dangerous, could it? Toshiko was sitting at the dining table, staring indignantly at a bowl of cereal in front of her. Hey, we're still here. Is a lady not allowed to feel properly fed and rested before her next venture? You haven't even touched your cereal. Look closely at the bowl. What do you see inside? Cornflakes?
Indeed.
Indeed. Yet what does the cereal box depict?
Unacceptable!
Honey nuts. A photo of them superimposed under the words. Yes, honey nuts. How am I to enjoy a cereal that does not disclose its own ingredients? Perhaps something dastardly lurks within these auburn flakes. I've never liked cornflakes myself. But she's way in over her head. But she's in way over her head. Now that I think about it, I didn't even thought about touching the kitchen in this place. If Toshiko was able to eat something and still be standing, then I guess that's a good enough sign the food here is safe.
Hi.
Are we going to check out the room Jean found? Eventually, I just need a minute. Sure. Music's still going hard.
Come on.
Do you want something? No, not really.
Anyway.
Are you on your way to the new room?
Nope.
I'd say I'm still hesitant. Everyone is so willing to blindly follow one man. It seems these people desperately need someone to look up to.
Well?
What can you do? Alright, let me... Yeah, map. Okay, we can... Right. Oh, we can teleport. Okay. Okay, well, anyway. We're going to the courtyard, so... And I guess we're going here? Huh? Why is the shutter closed? I was sure I left it open. The pirate pressed both his hands against the shutter door and attempted to heave it open with only his strength. But the door didn't budge an inch. Without something to grip onto, there's no getting past. So this was all for nothing? I could try kicking it down, but that'll surely get me a zap. Or catch the attention of... I've been upstaged.
Huh?
Villain!
You stay away, villain! Seems the pirate went ahead and told everyone about the shutter door.
Terrible. Just
Vagabond.
terrible.
Attention seeker. As the host, I'm supposed to be the one who introduces new areas. Now, anything I say will seem like an afterthought. I wasn't expecting basic etiquette from the likes of you. But I'm a ship captain, not a pirate.
Seriously?
That's what you focus on? Oh well, I should look on the bright side.
Twist.
There are still two very important pieces of information that none of you know about.
Oh, really?
Go on then, tell us. First of all, I see you've noticed the new map feature.
Well done.
Well done for being on the ball. As a token of appreciation, allow me to introduce its sister feature.
The show must go on.
The rules and regulations. Any self-respecting game needs them, after all. Rules and regulations? One, all students or unwilling participants of the killing game must leave at Eden's Garden Academy until the headmaster grants them release. What does unwilling participants of the killing game mean? Were there... This particular phrasing makes me think there might be new additions as we go along. That would be very interesting. 2. Students are not allowed to vandalize any official killing game property, such as the cameras and the Tozu trinkets. Exceptions may apply. Exceptions may apply? That's interesting. 3. Students are prohibited from harming Tozu or Mara. Students will not be harmed if they obey the rules and regulations. Any student who is responsible for another student's death is considered blackened. All other students are considered spotless. Once a student is killed, a class trial will begin shortly thereafter. Participation is mandatory for all surviving students. At the end of the class trial, a vote will take place to determine who is the blackened. All Killing Game participants will have one vote. 7. If the majority vote goes towards the blackened student, then they alone will be executed, and the Killing Game will continue for all remaining students. 8. If the majority vote goes towards the spotless student, then all spotless students will be executed and the remaining blackened will be granted release. 9. Students who violate the rules and regulations will be punished accordingly. 10. New rules may be added at any time and will come into effect immediately.
How?
Rules for a Killing Game?
Why the long face?
Of course, we are civilized folk, so we're civilized folk, are we not?
Get out.
Civilized folk don't kidnap people and force them to kill each other. That's not true at all. You're probably too young to know, but there was a funny little experiment involving 24 students and a prison. Oh, I do know what he's talking about, actually. It's the Stanford prison experiment, where they made 12 people into cops and 12 people into prisoners, and they had to stop the experiment because the people in power just started abusing the inmates that badly. Even so, those fake guards didn't kill people.
Pathetic.
Shush, shush, shush. We're not having this debate again. Again? Again? That's interesting. What was that yesterday about logic jumping ship? Now, for the second more exciting news. You see, a very interesting secret is lurking beyond this door.
Plot twist!
A secret which could spell the difference between life and death. Huh? Difference between life and death? What do you mean by that? Nope, not telling. If you're curious to know about this secret, you'll have to find it yourself. By the way, the sooner you find it, the better. I'm itching for some exciting developments. Slow burn works better as a form of medieval torture than a writing style, if you ask me.
That was very...
As someone who studies deranged people for a living, you've outdone many of them.
Who? Me?
Truly? Why, thank you.
Moving on.
Anyway, I'll be off now. Afterthoughts like me can't take up too much screen time.
Hold your horses.
Hold on, what about the shutter door? Can we not open it again? No need to worry, I have that handled.
Good morning.
Have fun, everyone. Be sure to regularly check your Tozu trinkets for new updates. Whistling a cheery tune to himself, the masked man strolled away and out of sight.
Weird.
Did I hear that right? Tozu trinkets? You must mean the stupid watches we're wearing.
Whatever.
Talk about an ugly name. I'm sticking to watch.
Hey.
What about the other thing he said? Apparently there's an important secret behind this shutter door. Does this mean another treasure hunt?
Yep.
Woohoo! Count me in.
Whoa!
Did you even listen to the goat guy? He said the secret could be the difference between life and death. That's not something to run headfirst into.
Doubt it.
He probably just said that to spook us. We don't even know what the secret is. Which is why we should exercise caution. Look around you, we're in a killing game. Whatever's been prepared is definitely dangerous.
Tisk.
That's enough to make that Tozu man excited. Can't be good news.
Right.
Exactly. For all we know, he could have planted a bomb or something.
Hold on.
Planting a bomb would defeat the purpose of this game, wouldn't it? Tozu's goal is to toy with us, so we should assume everything within this killing game exists for that reason.
Kind of like...
And the secret
Stay calm.
is simply a tool to manipulate us. Fortunately, it is also where our resistance against the killing game can begin. What do you mean? Huh? Suddenly, as if in direct response to Wolfgang's declaration.
Yo!
Hey, the shutter's doors opened. The shutter was now gone, revealing a hallway on the other side. At the very end, I could see a huge metallic door with a bright red alpha symbol painted over
Check
it.
it out!
Hey, check it out! This matches with what we saw on the map. Is this the sanctuary? Oh yeah, according to the map. As for whether or not this place is true to its name, well, it's probably better I just show you inside. Follow me. Is it really a good idea to approach that door?
I'm sure.
Yes, I think it's best we listen to Jean's directions for now.
Seriously?
You want to investigate? Didn't you say we should just resist the killing game?
Trust in the process.
It is not the act of investigating that matters, but our reason for investigating. Our resistance against the killing game begins when we refuse Tozu's bait. As long as we expel his secret from our minds, exploring should come at no cost to our safety.
Just like my video games.
Hell yeah, we're gonna be raiding this like we're on the Dreadnought. Okay, let's see. We have Alpha, Gamma, Epsilon. Damn, Epsilon seems scary. Delta, and Beta. Oh, there's even more upstairs. If we can even get there. What's Epsilon about though? This seems very scary. At the end of the hallway loomed a mysterious iron door. In a way, its appearance was almost comical. Everything about it, from the scale to the color, had as much subtlety as a supervillain slayer in a kids show. Of course, whatever lurked behind this door probably wasn't something to laugh at. Everyone here? Alright. He wrapped both his hands tightly around the handle. I'm gonna predict that it's a beautiful garden. Okay, well, it was not. Oh, it's a chemistry lab. That's awesome. Is this a pharmacy?
Oi!
Oi, it is a pharmacy. But doesn't first aid defeat the point of a killing game?
No.
Just assuming this people will use this pharmacy for good.
Bro?
I mean, no wonder John was so secretive. Who knows what kind of dangerous drugs are lurking inside?
Hell no!
Then we should stay clear of this place, right? Not exactly. It's like Wolfgang said, all we're doing is investigating our surroundings. If everyone's on the same page with this pharmacy, it'll be easier to notice if something goes missing. So what you're saying is, if we know the dangers, we'll also know the precautions to take? It's either that or be vulnerable. This door doesn't come with a lock, and the shutter's probably being operated by Tozu and his lady friend.
Hold on.
Do you really think one of us would steal something dangerous from the pharmacy? I'd hope not, but better to be safe than sorry. In any case, let's ignore this secret nonsense and focus on exploring the pharmacy. How about we return here in an hour, eh? We can share our findings then.
Yep.
Sounds good. Remember guys, make sure to stay on alert for anything dangerous. If I catch one of you trying to pocket something suspicious, you're dead. Word choice, Miss Madison. Cautious yet determined expressions, the students entered the newly opened pharmacy. Oh, I missed the... I didn't miss anything. Giving everyone unrestricted access to medication sounded like a disaster in the making. Having already evoked the group's ire after speaking my mind before, I wasn't about to make the same mistake twice. I'll just stay quiet, let them do their thing. After all, the less people are all looking for that very interesting secret, the better my chances are of finding it. Let's go, Damon. This is why you're the protagonist. The difference between life and death, huh? I wonder if Ava is also going to be looking for it. Entering the pharmacy was like being transported to early modern Europe. Instead of retail shelves, dozens of cabinets lined the walls. Through the glass, I could see old bottles and vials. To the back of the room, 2 exits framed either side of the wall. Although the floor wasn't tiled, it had been painted to look that way. And the ceiling above had been engraved with complicated patterns.
Jeez.
Definitely unlike a modern pharmacy. Yeah, modern pharmacies are a much more sterile look to them. This has like a alchemical look to it. The map indicated there were rooms beyond this area. Where should I go first? Oh, also I should change the title of the stream. Let me just do that real quick. No longer on prologue, so this is now just part 2. Alright, perfect. Change back. Okay, let's look at the cabinets. Despite everything about this place looking old-fashioned, there wasn't a single speck of dust on the glass. Oh, come on. The biochemist and me desperately want some names for these drugs. Look at all this stuff. I pointed at the shelves, which were lined with an assortment of different medicines. There's way too many drugs here. What if someone uses it for something bad?
That's...
Like a murder plot?
No, seriously.
Well, true, but I was talking about tripping out. Like, what if someone downs an entire bottle just to get high? There's no opioid emergency center or anything here. Better hope everyone here has high tolerance.
Seriously.
That's what you're concerned about? Yeah. Tons of people can get easily addicted. I'm telling you, this is a whole can of worms that'll lead to havoc. I've seen it firsthand. What have you seen exactly?
Hiya.
Hiya. Mind talking for a sec?
Hello?
I'm surprised you want to talk to me at all.
Oh.
Because of what happened yesterday? Nonsense.
Now, would you look at that?
I don't let the past affect today's judgment. It would drive me crazy.
Anyway,
what do you want?
Help a lady out, will you?
Could you start leaving your dirty laundry outside your room every morning?
Huh?
What? Why? So I can collect it. There's a laundry room here, isn't there? Might as well use it.
I see.
Okay, I can do that.
What now?
I'd like to propose a question.
Oh, embarrassing.
It's a bit of an embarrassing one, but do you think you could help with the laundry I mean? There's a lot of you, so I know I could use an additional hand.
Huh?
Why me? Well, that cute little suit of yours is well kept. You must have plenty of experience under your belt, right? You don't need to word it like that.
Oh, so cute!
So what do you say? What should I do? Should I help Ingrid with laundry duties? I can choose? Oh, that's interesting. I think it'll be cooler to say yes. Sure, I can help. Nah, Chuck, thank you. I'll let you know when I need ya. You can bring a friend too if you want.
Seriously?
I don't have any friends here. I've only been here a day.
Tisk.
Then get off your butt and start making connections. They could help you out later down the line. Don't underestimate the people around you, are you hear? What are you doing?
Who cares?
Nothing. Did he shoot me a dirty look?
Curious.
All of this medication is out in the open. Anyone could easily grab what they wanted. Maybe we should try locking this place up.
No.
No, that won't be necessary. But didn't you just... I was merely stating a fact, not implying anything. I'm very confident no one will misuse what is available here.
Trust in the process.
You should be confident too. I may say that now, but his expression earlier told a different story. What the heck is this? Some sort of wired contraption? Wait. Let me look at that again. Oh, it's like measure pulse. What is the thing on the left though? Okay, whatever. Oh, whoops. Right, we've already looked at the cabinets, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a... Guess we can look at the rug. Why not? An old goldish rug with ornate symmetrical patterns. It reminded me of an antique tea set. Something tells me that the rug used to be white though. Is there anything else? Why are they green?
Who cares?
Okay, I guess they become blue when they have nothing more to say.
Howdy.
Yeah, what about this emergency exit? Oh, there's more stuff. Okay. So this is a mall, I guess? Okay. Wow, the perfumes here are so luxurious.
Oh.
Look at this one. This bottle is so pretty in gold. But what is this fragrance? It's on the tip of my tongue. You know a lot of words, right, Ulysses? Tell me what you think. I can't.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting you? No, I mean, I literally can't smell the perfume.
Come again?
Do you have a cold or something?
Actually...
No, I just can't smell.
Eh?
It's a condition I was born with. Basically, my body doesn't produce enough hormones. The genes which cause this also interfere with the part of my brain that's involved in processing smells.
And so on and so on.
Resulting in the inability to smell. Oh, sorry to hear that.
According to my notes...
It's not a big deal. I can still recognize the scent if you describe it to me. How? Whenever I'm reading a book, I'll record any description of a scent I come across. Currently, there's over 1,000 entries in my notebook. 1,000 entries? How does he have the time for that? If you want, Diana, you can describe the perfume's fragrance to me. There's a chance it will match one of my entries. Sure thing. Jeez, I guess this guy's has got himself covered. Yeah, he's a little more, alive, not that he's like properly slept. Ulysses was hunched over his notebook, scribbling furiously.
Think it sounds to fly here.
acetaminophen, ibuprofen, diphenhydramine. I know the latter two. What is acetaminophen? I'll have to look that up later. Most of the medicine here seems to be for minor stuff like coughs and allergies. Yeah. And others look like they do more harm than good. I hope no one gets badly injured. There's nothing here we could use to help them. Are you guys cataloging all the medicine? Trying to, at least. There might be too many to take note of, even for me.
Hey!
You look super tired. Do you want me to take over? It's fine. I shouldn't be much longer. I'm familiar with a lot of this medication. You are? My parents, before they knew how to supplement, they used to rotate between these. Whether or not the medication would actually work was anyone's guess.
The hell?
They made you take a bunch of random medicine? That sounds pretty irresponsible. To tell you the truth, I think they just wanted to stop thinking about it as soon as possible. Either way, at least the knowledge is useful to us now, if only for this niche, hyper-specific purpose.
Question.
Yo, Damie. It's Damon. You think it too, don't you? Think what? That Jean is a total LARPer.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Duh.
Come on, are you serious? You don't know what LARPing is?
Yep.
It's a solid roleplay that takes place in person instead of over the internet. So it's acting?
Dude!
Hey, actors are simply in it for the money. Jean obviously stoops low, but I doubt he'd stoop that low. You're calling him a loser either way. Though you seem to think otherwise, am I right? You'll need to back up your claim with some evidence. Know of any famous Jean doppelgangers?
That's not it.
Don't go making weird accusations. I know that guy's not an actor. Just a pirate, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, totally. A guy who plays a pirate.
Really?
That's called acting.
Dude!
Are you deaf in one ear? I just said role-playing and acting are completely different. She's super sensitive about this. Does she roleplay in her free time or something? A vast selection of colorfully packaged skin, hair, and body care products are on display. Taking a closer look, every label bore the same extremely pixelated, hard-to-read logo. La Roche-Posay? This has to be a reference to something that I'm just not getting. It doesn't even make sense. Hygiene. Oh, whoops. Well, I guess not. We can just continue investigating. Tall laboratory cabinets lined the walls of the room. Behind the glass, I could see dozens of potted plants. Those plants aren't real, are they? Well, they're 2D image, so... Vines? Yeah, vines? How have they grown this much without sunlight? Curious, I reached out to touch them.
See.
The leaves had dense rubber texture, indicative of most fake plants. Figures. Your typical lab table, equipped with a sink and a Bunsen burner. Wait, so, okay. What is this, like, alpha place? There's, like, a pharmacy? Then there's some random shop that also still has, like, pharmaceuticals. And then there's a chemistry lab right behind it. It's an absolutely cracked layout. kind of curious if the Bunsen burner worked. Well, it's not connected to gas, so maybe not. Oh no, I've already... Okay, what Grace has to say. That crazy goat bastard and his lackey constantly screwing me over.
Dumbass!
Don't even think about getting into my dorm room, you hear? I'll fight anyone who tries. Man, woman, gremlin. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to test her on that.
What's up?
Boy Shrimp, hear me out, will ya? Jet called me out for me from a row of cabinets.
What now?
What do you want?
Yeah.
These darn cabinets. I'm trying to sort through them, but the bottom one's stuck like a camel in a sandpit. Wait. What cabinets?
Yeah.
I really don't want to ask that golfer lady for help. I know you aren't that strong, but could you help me pull it open?
Hey.
What the hell? I am strong. Is that a yes?
My man.
Great. Put your hand here. Jake guided my hand to the lower cabinet. 3, 2, 1.
Show me what you got.
Pull! We both pulled on cue, and the cabinet opened.
Damn.
There's nothing.
Oops.
Huh? That's disappointing. All that effort for nothing.
Adios.
Looks like I got a soldier elsewhere. See ya. All that effort and not even a thank you. This guy sucks. I want to look at them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bunch more cabinets over here.
Dumbass!
What? Yeah, why is there a printer here? Is there anything else we're missing? I guess not. I mean, the plants? No. Yeah. I think I missed stuff in the second room. Cleaning supplies. Oh, more bleach. Is it? Bright yellow mop buckets, brooms, and chemical cleaners lined up the shelves, as well as extra strength all-purpose cleaner, laundry powder, degreaser, disinfectant, furniture polish, glass cleaner. Jeez, that's a lot of cleaning supplies. So I guess it's not a bad thing to have around, considering the people I'm stuck with. I guess they all have more to say as well.
So hackneyed!
Role-playing and acting are totally different. You gotta educate yourself, Demo. The entire aisle was packed with soft drinks, all in authentic glass bottles too. And all the same flavor by the looks of it. Pozu Cola. Whatever, drinking something from this pharmacy would be stupid. Gonna have to drink something at some point, you know? To tell you the truth, I think they just wanted to stop thinking about it as soon as possible. Yeah. The head appears to be smelling different perfumes and describing them to Ulysses. Various expensive-looking perfumes were encased in a glass cabinet. This is the first time I've seen perfume being sold at a pharmacy. There's more stuff here. Nope. I should keep investigating. Oh yeah, there's a, oh, yeah, okay. Absolutely. I've missed like all of the right side. A vast selection of colorfully packaged skin, hair, and body care products were on display. Taking a closer look, every label bore the same extremely pixelated, hard to read. Oh yeah. We've read this. Wait.
For real?
Whoa, is that a gachapon? What's it doing in a place like this? There's no sticker showing what's for grabs. It's the ultimate blind box. Sounded more like the ultimate scam.
Ooh!
A gachapon this mysterious is bound to have good prices. Here's hoping for a bunch of rare figurines. Those can sell for tons. She walked over to the machine and poked at the money slot with her finger. No card terminal, huh? Whoever made this thing sure is behind the times. You got any cash on you?
Seriously?
Even if I use physical cash, my wallet is inside my luggage, which was left on the train.
So unfair.
Grr. Suppose... How are we supposed to play if we don't have any money?
Hmm.
You think Tozu's gonna start his own economy here?
Better zip up my fly, my genius is showing.
He does. I've already got the perfect name for the currency. Blood money. Too soon? Oh well, moving on.
Yep.
It may not seem like it, but money isn't the end-all be-all.
Check it out!
We still have one last thing up our sleeves. Our brains. Just you wait, Casey Amber will crack open the secrets of this gachapon. Figuratively. This machine is probably private property. Like the camera Grace tried to throw a rock at. Back then, Grace only received a shock, but that was before the Mara woman had been introduced to us. KCD might talk the talk, but even she knows better than to risk a face full of lead. Oh, there's a pachinko machine. Okay. This looked a lot like a pachinko machine. Definitely out of place for a pharmacy.
Rise and shine!
Ah, you've discovered it. Where did you come from?
Plot twist!
Beneath the floorboards, where the telltale heart lies. Jeez, you should have stayed there.
Why the long face?
Anyways, this pachinko machine is vital to your killing game experience. It is the only source of Marabucks in this entire academy.
The hell?
Marabucks? Marabucks are physical currency which can be used to win prizes from the gachapon next store over. However, students looking to obtain this currency must first brave the pachinko machine. To start a game, simply slide 2 Marabucks into the machine. Luck, the ball would drop into the correct hole, and you'll win more Marabucks.
Well done!
Without luck, well, you get nothing. Easy as that. Since everyone's wallets are currently empty, the first game is free for all students. Why would you put something like this in a pharmacy?
Who? Me?
Buying medicine is sort of like gambling in a way. There's no way to tell what's really in the bottle. You can only trust in the process. That bag over the counter cough drops could be laced with arsenic for all you know. What sort of world does this guy live in?
Anyways.
Oh, I don't see why I wouldn't take my chances with a machine like this. Well, I don't see why I would take my chances with a machine like this. Seems like a quick way to lose money. Ah, fear not. The pachinko is as merciful as it is arbitrary. Should you fail to win after a certain number of attempts, the pachinko will grant you a special consolation reward.
Isn't this lovely?
A little bit of pity for the fortuneless few. Generous, isn't it? Sorry, still not interested.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Such a tough audience.
Moving on.
How about this then? Every few weeks, the pachinko will receive a new patch.
Plot twist!
And the consolation reward guarantee carries over. However, the guarantee won't carry over if there's a lunar eclipse in the coming 3 weeks. Or if the name of the current month ends in Y. Or if Mercury is in retrograde. Well, what do you think? Sounds compelling, no?
Take this seriously.
Nope, not convinced. Really? Maybe I should have tried a different approach. Fewer penalties, maybe? No, then it loses the thrill factor. And with the system, the less luring it becomes. Those who wandered out of the room, clearly deep in thought. Maybe I'll try out this pachinko later. Fine. Admittedly, I was also pretty curious about the prizes this thing contained. Alright. Now let's check out this next room. Probably gonna end stream after this investigation section. What a mighty collection of tools at our disposal. In case any of us come down with a sickness, we can take him here for treatment.
Right.
I think Ulysses is keeping track of all the medicine this place has.
Aye.
Smart lad. I was considering doing the same. As a ship captain, it's my duty not only to ferry the waves, but to take care of my crew.
Leave it to me!
And that goes beyond seasickness. Recognizing common infections and diseases is all part of the job. Sounds like a job for a medic, not a ship captain. Patient beds were arranged next to each other like a run-of-the-mill hospital ward. There's no way these were placed here just to enhance the room's aesthetic, right? Jeez, I really hope these sheets are clean.
Honestly.
This really is a death game. Such squalid medical facilities. That's putting it nicely. This place looks like it's been abandoned for years. The floor looked especially rough. Were chemicals spilled here or something? Wait a minute. Closer inspection, that strange patchy texture was actually part of the design? What the hell? Why make a floor look damaged on purpose? Enamored with the place, are you? Enamored? With the floor in particular, it seems. Well, better than something valuable. If you broke one of the machines here, your insurance probably wouldn't cover it. Was that your idea of a joke? The moment the little girl spotted me, a scowl appeared on her face.
Really?
What's that expression for? She went quiet for a moment, seemingly mulling over something in her head.
My.
Doesn't this place make your blood run cold, Mochi?
Mochi?
It's a nickname, does it not suffice? You just call me by my name, not some dumb alias. Oh, rude, don't you understand how layered it is? There's a reference. To what? To you, silly. You're cold on the outside, you're perfectly soft on the inside. Oh, and you melt a lot too.
You think?
That's surprisingly surface level. Also, what you're describing sounds more like ice cream. Not everything in life has to be deep. Okay, I'm back. Who died? No one yet. Chapter 1 has started. So, there's this new place that has opened up, which is like sort of a pharmacy combined with a grocery store, combined with a hospital. Like, there's various drugs and chemicals. Yeah, and there's also like perfumes and just like grocery stuff in general. But nobody has died yet. And I doubt we'll get to that today. Simplicity is the key to living, Mochi. Aren't you the one who called it layered? More importantly, does this place not frighten you to your core? It reeks of sickness and disease. This is a place where people live out the rest of their days.
So,
Oh, and the cold injections. They are ever so sharp. I can almost feel the pain now.
Huh?
You mean needles? Don't tell me you're scared of needles. That's not what you were supposed to.
Of course not.
I mean, of course not. Wherever did you get that idea? So drugs are now available? Yeah, one of the other students was like, what if someone just like takes all the opioids and gets high? Needles? I'm not scared of silly things like that. Her face tells a different story. I've always hated taking medicine. It usually tastes so gross and bitter. It'd be a lot nicer if they added more sweetness, like red cough serum for kids.
Come again?
How is that relevant? Were you listening in on me? I'm not listening in, I just overheard you talking. I don't think this conversation is going anywhere. We'd better start paying close attention to our food.
Huh?
What do you mean? There's sleeping medicine in here. You sleep some of it into someone else's drink and they're left defenseless at night. All you have to do is sneak into their room.
That's...
We're not even a day into this killing game, and you're already coming up with ways to murder.
Whoa!
But it's not like that at all. You just gotta know the dangers we might be facing. That's the best way to survive, right?
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Even if you were planning something, it'd be pretty counterintuitive to reveal it like that.
No kidding.
Exactly. The only thing I want to do is stop any murders from happening.
That's...
Stop murders, huh? How do we do that?
Think about it this way.
For starters, we need a way to protect everyone. How exactly we do that is what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Don't worry about it.
You can trust me to come up with something. I definitely will. He's one of the few normal people here, so I guess I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I've seen this. Okay. I wonder if we have everything. I should keep investigating the other rooms. Pharmacy A3. Have I missed something here maybe? I don't think so. Maybe if I slightly move my camera? No, I don't want to leave. I actually wanted to go inside this door. Ah, there we are. Ava. Probably the most interesting character so far. Well, Wolfgang too. Ava was staring intently up at something. I followed her gaze and saw a large collection of posters hanging from the ceiling. There were random scribbles covering each poster. Don't those posters look strange to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty out of place in a pharmacy. Feels almost deliberate.
Look.
Take a better look at them. Doesn't it resemble something to you? Anything? I craned my neck to look at the posters from a different angle, trying to understand what Ava was talking about. of a sudden, I saw it. An advertisement for plushies?
That's...
It's a picture of Tozu. Yes, obviously, but don't you find it strange? The little Tozu?
Listen to me.
The entire advertisement. Why is it only visible from a certain angle? If you stood anywhere else in the room, you'd never know this ad was here.
I see.
I see what you're saying. It makes no sense to hide something like this from view unless you want to keep it a secret. Exactly. Look at the design of it too. It doesn't look anything like a normal advertisement. The placement of this text and stuff is all nonsensical.
Strange.
Why is the product's price so tiny? Pricing is the sort of thing a poster would go out of its way to emphasize. That's probably just bad graphic design skills.
Anyway,
considering the mysteriousness of this whole advert, do you think it might be the secret Tozu was talking about? Maybe we should ask some of the others to take a look and see what they think.
seriously.
You're joking. Huh? Do you really want their help? Last night those guys shunned us for being honest. If we told them about the cipher, they'd probably be upset that we were the first to discover it.
It's simple.
Even if they tried to solve it, I doubt they'd get anywhere. We're better off just laying low for the time being. Alright, that can work. Let's keep this advertisement as a secret between us. But now we can try and figure out what it actually means.
Interesting.
In my opinion, this is definitely what Tozu wanted us to find. It's too well hidden for it not to be. Meanwhile, solving the cipher could lead us to something important.
Right.
Yeah, I'd agree. If it could mean the difference between life or death, then it's something we have to figure out. I've talked to everyone and explored the entire pharmacy. Apart from the cipher, there wasn't anything in here that could help me escape.
Dolly!
There you are. Come to the front of the pharmacy. We found something. What did you find? Some kind of pin pad thingy. Just take a look for yourself, will ya? Pin pad thingy? It was enough to send her flying over here. I may as well check it out. I followed Ingrid to the front of the pharmacy.
Howdy.
Take a look at this. On the wall behind her. It was a massive vault door, the kind you would see guarding a treasury of precious artifacts. In the middle, a tiny pin pad emitted an ominous green glow. It was hidden behind one of the cabinets. Cassidy and I noticed a small crevice between the cabinet and the wall, so I pushed it aside to get a better look.
My.
All by yourself? Incredible.
Very nice.
You're very reliable, Miss Grimwald. It was nothing.
I must take note of this.
There are 4 zeros on the screen. Whatever the code to this pin pad is must be 4 digits long.
What about...
So, anybody got a clue what to put in? She looked at everyone curiously. We all shook our heads. Fine, I'm gonna try out the standard ones. She inputted a very unfunny number into the pin pad. The kind of number only little kids would laugh at.
Not funny.
Take this seriously, bro.
For real?
Lame, you guys have no sense of humor.
Ew.
We do. That's why we didn't laugh.
Are you
Yeah, 69, 69. Just break the damn thing.
Let's be civil.
That would be a hindrance. This might lead to something important.
Maybe
the right combination can be found elsewhere. We should look around more. Maybe in our dorms, if you want. I can try and look for some information on a mysterious code.
Moving on.
It might not even be solvable for us. For all we know, this could just be for the people running this place.
I see.
And that's a good point. Maybe it's just a red herring.
Am I hearing you right?
Didn't Tozu ask us to look around here though? Why bother if there's no fun puzzle to solve?
You see?
Maybe he wanted to confuse us with a meaningless pin pad. This is his killing game. He doesn't need to tell the truth.
So hackneyed!
This mystery is totally bogus. How anticlimactic.
Moving on.
I think we should stay away from this keypad and focus on escaping. What if this is our escape? Can we at least give the place one more look all together? Bro, I'll be honest with you. I might fall asleep if I might fall asleep if I have to go look through more perfumes again.
Well put.
It does seem fruitless to keep investigating the pharmacy with no rhyme or reason. I'm with you. It makes sense to just leave it alone.
I see.
In that case, it looks like we've investigated all we can.
Take a breather.
I reckon we all head out for now.
Huh?
This again?
Ooh!
Another update? Third time's the charm. Again, we began to fiddle with our watches. You're joking, right? All these profiles of us? Devin Maitsu. Date of birth, May 8, age 18. Weight, 145 pounds. 5'9". Likes studies and spring season specifically, and dislikes oxymorons and swimming. Fair enough. Fair enough, there was an entire profile written about me. My age, my height, my weight, even my signature had been included. What the hell is this? How is this information obtained? Toshiko? You're 14. You look like you're 9. Huh?
For your information.
Well, you're incorrect. The profile speaks for itself.
Anywho.
This means you will treat me like a fellow teenager, yes? How did Tozu know he dislikes swimming when there's no water here? Yeah, exactly. How did he get all this information? Could be that... Oh, I'm afraid that he might have... Or like their families might also be involved if this is the case. Or maybe they were stalked from much earlier. I don't know.
Not a chance.
Nope.
Impossible!
Boy! Speaking of gremlins. Yeah, I was right about you, Wolfgang. Excuse me?
Soybean!
22 years old and already a lawyer. That confirms you did start college as a teenager.
Yes.
Studying law that young. Perhaps Toshiko isn't so strange after all.
Let's see.
Yes, all of this information is accurate. They got all the details about my talent correct. He's as old as me. What is everyone doing? Why does it look so unconcerned? I had my earlier reservations about speaking out, seeing everyone act so casual about this new information. It was too much for me to stay quiet.
Take this seriously.
What are you guys so happy about? Doesn't it worry you that they know all this stuff about us? They? Are you talking about Tozu and Mara?
Right.
It could be them who made the watches, or it could be someone else. This whole killing game is pretty complex for two people to organize.
There must be something.
Regardless, someone found their personal info. How the hell did they manage that? It's not like any of us know.
What if...
Maybe they stalked us online, like through our social media?
Do you think?
For some people, possibly. I don't maintain much of an online presence, though. What kind of Neanderthal doesn't use social media?
Doubt it.
Bruh. Well, I guess that statement would make sense coming from the ultimate influencer. It's creepy and our kidnappers have this info, but what can we even do? Asking Tozu to remove the report cards probably won't work, even if we're nice about it.
Shoot.
Guess we just gotta deal with it.
Aye.
Shouldn't be an issue. We shouldered worse.
Everyone, stop right now.
Huh?
Surprised by Ava's command, we all looked up from our trinkets. Stop reading and listen to me carefully. These trinkets have put us in a life or death situation. Oh?
How can that be?
What?
Can't you see?
Don't you realize what these profiles are for? Oh, they remixed the song. Cool. The creators of this killing game want us to know each other's backstories and in turn, what our strengths and weaknesses are. They clearly want us to plan murders using this information.
Moron.
Hey you, turn that off now. Jeez, okay.
Shit.
That does sound like something the masked people would want us to do.
Meh.
I don't know. There doesn't seem to be anything that crazy written here. Not yet. Yeah?
Look.
You're assuming they won't add more information to these profiles in the future. What if they start adding personal secrets, or worse, things like medical records? There's a lot of private information that can be used against us in this killing game.
Bro?
I didn't think of it like that.
Listen to me.
It's extremely important that we avoid looking at these profiles. I've only looked at my own so far. I need you all to do the same. Well, she is the ultimate liar, so... And she was more than comfortable before to not tell them about the Tozu ad. I think she's trying to get them all to not look at it, and she's gonna look at them, but I don't think she's gonna be a killer. Either way, she's extremely smart. And I like her for that. This is all just really sudden.
Get a grip!
Why are you morons freaking out over an assumption? There's no proof these profiles will change.
Hold on!
Wolfgang spoke earlier about not taking Tozu's bait, right? This info feels too personal to not be deliberate. It's definitely some sort of ploy. So, we should probably follow Ava's advice.
That's enough.
People's privacies... No, wrong accent. People's privacy is on the line. If one of us doesn't want to share, none of us share. That's being fair. You make a good point. Let's agree to stop reading for now. We all looked at each other, bewildered, and shut off our trinkets. They're all gonna look at the other profiles. Like, that's not even a question.
Moving on.
Thank you for seeing reason. It will be hard to make sure no one reads these profiles. Maybe we should have pairs of students watch each other.
Hold on.
Now hold on a second.
A cause for concern.
I'm sorry, but this is just a little too provocative. Though I agree these profiles could be dangerous, you're going about it the wrong way. You can't tell people that the information contained in their watches could kill them. It will cause panic.
I apologize.
Everyone, as much as it pains me to cause further division, we can't afford to be complacent with anything the ultimate liar says. I've been nothing but honest for the entire time I've been here. I'm just trying to stop a murder from happening. Besides, you're the one who lost control during that stupid mock trial. Wait, that's not what I... Alright, I'm putting an end to this. Huh?
Let me see.
Ava, you say you've been nothing but honest, correct?
Correct.
Yes, that's what I said.
Shocking.
Funny, I found something that suggests otherwise. What do you mean? While the rest of you were panicking and slinging insults at each other,
You can't keep me down.
I took the pleasure of reading everyone's profiles. What?
Not okay!
Really, man? Trust me, you'll be glad I did. Why don't you take a look at Ava's profile?
Are
Wait.
you for real?
Hey, we really
Whatever
shouldn't...
you say.
Ava's profile. Alright, give me a sec.
Whoa!
Hey.
Just like my video games.
Oh, I sense a plot twist. That's why I'm peeking too. Wait, don't. In a matter of seconds, the room was lit up again by holographic light.
Ew.
Are you for real right now?
This is...
What does this mean? At the top of Ava's profile, written in bold letters. Ultimate mathlete? Ultimate mathlete? You serious? What? I thought Ava was the ultimate liar. That was obviously a lie. The ultimate liar lied? But that's not nearly as exciting as I thought it would be. A madness? That's like social suicide.
Doesn't make sense.
Is this really the case? I need to see for myself. That the students who refrained from checking their trinkets gave in to their curiosity. Why would you lie about something like this? I'd understand disguising a dangerous talent with a normal one, but the other way around, that doesn't make any sense.
That's low.
So all that stuff about not wanting us to look at the profiles because they were dangerous. Or is that just to hide this from us? Why did she lie? Well, why did she lie? Like, I would have understood if she was like the ultimate like hitman or something.
How old
she's cooking, I just don't know what yet. How could you all be so immature, Ava?
Don't be mean.
Wait, hold on, guys.
Unacceptable!
My mochi heart nearly evaporated from all that stress. Curse you, deceiver. Damn it, even I was fooled.
Fail.
That's not exactly an achievement on her part.
What?
Trying to be someone you're not, and even inciting panic just to protect your secret.
What a joke.
It would have been impressive had you actually been confident.
Interesting indeed.
Well, Ava, what do you have to say for yourself? She ran away. Hello, Retro. Maybe she wanted to seem tougher to kill than she actually was by giving herself a dangerous sounding talent? Yeah, could be. And even then, for an ultimate liar, she was awfully honest. So I think she... As you've gotten further than I thought. Yeah, but I'll be ending pretty soon. Like after they like leave this sort of alpha room or whatever. Being at the first sign of resistance. Very pitiful.
Guys.
I don't know. Don't you think we were a bit mean?
Come off the grass.
She nearly convinced us all to stop looking at our watches. That could have screwed with us over in the future. So now you think the watches are dangerous?
Yes.
Yes, we all owe Winona our thanks for calling Eva out sooner rather than later.
What can I say?
The thought is appreciated.
Right!
What about Lawyer Man? He knew something was off about Ava from the get-go. Seems his lawyerly judgment paid off.
For real?
Truth. From now on, I'm just gonna listen to whatever that guy says. Oh, bad idea. Horrible idea. You flatter me.
In any case.
But why don't we all take a break from this investigation for a while? I'm sure today's dramatic events have left everyone a little tired.
Pardon me.
Good night, everyone.
Too much for me.
My head's gonna be aching for hours.
I suppose.
Perhaps some chamomile tea is in order.
Where's my coffee?
Why did I have to write her entry in pen? Following Wolfgang's example, the other students began to leave. As they walked past me, I could see the exhaustion written across their faces. Exhaustion, frustration, and secondhand embarrassment. What am I supposed to make of this? All that stuff Ava said before, the way she conducted herself. That was just some weird stunt? How would you pull a stunt like that after being kidnapped? Why would you put it at all? I mean, she was the only one that felt the same way I did. The only one I thought I could trust. Get it together, Damon. You said it yourself, you can't trust anyone. Not wanting to remain in the pharmacy, I returned to my dorm room. My body felt really heavy. It was like I'd just run a marathon, even though all I did was explore pharmacy. With a loud groan, I collapsed onto the bed. Except, sleep never came. Too many questions riddled my brain, each one more confusing than the last. My silent wakefulness continued for some time until... Eh? Alright, I think this is a great place to end the stream. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, we've gotten a lot of progress. I wonder if we can... yeah, we can look at every student before we leave here. Like movies and paintings, hates drama and competition. Oh, she has the same birthday as me, September 12th. That's cute. 6-0, age 21, night sky, group projects, shellfish. Okay, it's so it's legal to simp for this guy. That's good. Parties, trophies. He dislikes rules and showers. She likes... Yeah, I guess she really is young. Damn. She likes reality TV, the beach, and dislikes snow and vegetables. While he likes philosophy, playing piano, and dislikes live concerts and bugs. That's unfortunate for a music producer. Likes trivia and puzzles, dislikes sleeping and computers. Yeah, that's fair. He dislikes alcohol and lies. Like, I genuinely don't trust him. Like, no matter what this says. Also, damn, this guy's tall. She likes revolutions, energy drinks, and hates cheaters and authority. Yeah, makes sense with the... Mark's whole thing is that he's super self-conscious. Yeah, that's fair. I produce music and also dislike live concerts. No, fair. I guess I assumed he was more so... Yeah, no, I guess for some reason I thought he was more so like a DJ sort of person, but I guess not. He's just like he just makes music. What has Wolfgang done to earn your distrust, man? I just... mark my words. Mark my words. Also, look at the icons. Like, on the left of date of birth, there's like several locked icons. I think more information will be added to this, possibly through free time events, but also possibly not. Okay, he likes seafood, morning walks, and hates tight spaces and rainy days. That's fair enough, I suppose. Traveling, buffets. That's... He's very untrustworthy. He's manipulated everyone to think of him as a leader. Exactly. That's what like he's basically gotten everyone to like him and be on his side. And that scene just before proved it. I think yeah, I think he's gonna control a large portion of the trials. Okay. He likes thrifting, coffee, and dislikes headwear and apologizing. Okay, it's funny he dislikes apologizing as the ultimate influencer. Okay, she likes working out and trash talk. Fair. And dislikes sand and vacation. Presumably because sand is coarse, rough, irritating, and gets everywhere. Meanwhile, she likes combat, Renaissance fairs, and hates jewelry and fast food. Yeah, I can see that. She likes forests and fundraisers and dislikes suits and unions. Of course, she dislikes unions. They basically summarize what you do in the free time events. Yeah, fair enough. Wolfgang really taking the role of a girl here. Yes, but he's much more subtle about it. You don't even notice him do it, but a girl was like very in your face about it. And also, I don't think Wolfgang is gonna die this chapter. There's absolutely no way. Ultimate mathlete, exploitation films, ARGs. That's cute. And dislikes Pop-Tarts and soda, specifically. She sounds like someone you could get along with. Okay. Let's make a save. Yeah, okay. So once again, thank you everyone. I guess next time we'll see who is scratching at our door. My guess is that it's Ava, but we don't know. Maybe it's also Ingrid, because we agreed to do laundry with her. Expectations, liar, reality, lol maths nerds. See, again, she's definitely, she has some plan. Like at every step of the way she's, I don't know, she's been one step of everyone like the entire time she's been here. So I think she's cooking something. I just don't know what. Like I don't think she doesn't strike me as the type of person who would be embarrassed. Jake made a good argument when he said that she might have tried to make herself seem more like harder to kill than a mathlete by saying ultimate liar. But yeah, I don't know. There's something we're missing or we don't know yet, or maybe this game just has good writing. But okay, all right. You're gonna do Ava's free time events? Yeah, for sure. Maybe not this chapter because I also think she's gonna survive for a long time. But I'm for sure gonna start doing them. Yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching and chatting. It's been very fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I like sharing this game because it's very well made, and this is all a fan game that was like for free. So that's awesome. And they did an amazing job to the point where I think this might even be better like than like actual Danganronpa. But yeah, with that being said, bye bye everyone and see you next time.